Good morning, Bills Mafia and other NFL fans. Welcome to another edition of Dan Mitchell streaming for an absurdly amount of time, scrolling through Twitter, figuring out exactly what is going on at training camp for those of us that are not lucky enough to be in attendance. Guys, yesterday Pads went on. Okay, Pads ended up going on. I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm in the fucking zone. If anybody needs me, they can come on this damn live stream and they can say, Dan, it's an emergency. All right, my house is on fire. I need your assistance. All right, because that's exactly what it is. All right, because I'm focusing on training camp. I am focusing on you guys for the next 2 to 3 hours, depending on what is going on. Guys, say that you're new here. My name is Dan Mitchell. I'm a Buffalo Bills NFL YouTuber, TikToker. I hate saying that. It makes me cringe every single time it comes out of my mouth. And I put out videos about the Buffalo Bills and the NFL on a regular basis. I am also giving you up-to-date news as it comes out from training camp. So if you are vibing with me this morning, 10 a.m. Tuesday, I don't know why it feels like a Friday to me. Who even knows? Days are just sort of blending in together. I think that Sunday really threw off my schedule. But regardless, go on ahead and subscribe to this channel. We are building a community of Bills Mafia and NFL fans alike where we get to hang out on a weekly, actually almost daily at this point, basis right in the live chat. So if you are new, please introduce yourself in the live chat right now, guys, because we want to meet you, right? I mean, I want to know where you are tuning in from. I want to know what team you're representing. I'm assuming vast majority of you are Buffalo Bills, but don't be shy, because I have always been curious as into how far Bills Mafia truly extends. I mean, I normally see people from the UK. I've seen Australia. I've seen Germany. I've seen Sweden. I've seen Mexico City. I have seen Brazil. All right. Bills Mafia is absolutely everywhere. And it's something that I love finding out. So please let us know if you're new. Don't be shy. Let us know who you are in the live chat, where you're tuning in from. And let's just get into it. Bear down. Oh, man, we got our Bears fan coming in right here. Listen, man, that's a guy right here. Let me tell you something about Alex Stewart, all right? Let me tell you something about this guy. He's an NFL fan, all right? He loves football. He loves talking ball. Alex, by the way, how the Bears looking in training camp? I feel like a lot of us are very interested about that because I know the media is wildly hype about, sort of Justin Fields, and then the new DJ Moore acquisition. Of course, Tremaine Edmonds, take care of him. We miss him over here in Buffalo. Zachary Easterwood, Bills Mafia in Alaska. Zach, holy hell, homie. What time is it over there right now? Alaska time? Let me see. Because it's 6:05 in the morning. My guy, man, listen, you are starting that day off right. Guys, listen, say, for example, you're tuning in from Alaska, from the East Coast, West Coast, across the pond, down under. I don't care. Tell us where you're from and give me a Go Bills in the chat because second day of pads, baby. Yesterday, we had 0 injuries, thank God. We had a couple of scares. We had one in particular from Tim Settle, which is an apparent hand injury, but then it also turned out into an absolute crazy scare from Josh Allen, Taron Johnson, the balls on that motherfucker, all right, hitting our QB1 in a red non-contact jersey, running the Philly special. I feel like a lot of us can be completely done with that, all right? Keep your hands off of Josh Allen. I could care less if you are a Bills fan or whether or not that you are. Or so a Bills player or whatever. Who knows? Keep your hand off of our quarterback, man. We need this guy. All right? Literally, ladies and gents. Oh, my God. Yo, what are we, like 41, 42 days away from Monday Night Football? Absolutely. Sean Sherman, dude, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Funny story. I was actually in Charleston this past Saturday. I was this close to stopping by your place and grabbing a bite. But we ended up getting tied up downtown, and we ended up just going over to Harry's. I was going to text you, man. I'm so sorry. Good to see you. Next time I'm in Charleston, I'm going to hit you up, man. I'm still up in Myrtle. And so about like an hour and a half-ish. But, dude, this is absolutely crazy, man. We got Sean Sherman, bro. Been a minute, brother. Hope all has been well. I got to come down and see you. He has a amazing sushi place down in the Charleston area. I'm talking, it melts in your damn mouth, man. It's absolutely crazy. Some really, really good stuff. Matt, what's going on? Good morning, Dan. It's a beautiful morning here in the Capital District of New York. Let's freaking go. Bills, listen, man, love to hear it. Thank you so much for joining, man. Honestly, it's a good way. Milky, what's going on? Second chances, Milky. Second chances. Listen, I love you, Milky. All right? That's why you have a second chance in this channel, okay? Be good, be kind, don't say anything inappropriate, and do you. All right? Milky is awesome. What Johnson thinking let it slide? All right, we got Dwayne Edwards coming in saying, Titusville, Florida, the Space Coast, countdown country. Let's talk about that. Right, Alpha. All right, guys, listen, let's go ahead and check out some things. Let me know. I got you. I might open up a locals in Myrtle. If that's the case, hit me up, bro, because honestly, I think that you guys would absolutely do very well down here. Sushi is, let's just say that you wouldn't have a lot of competition. I feel like that, like, you guys would definitely be probably one of the favorites right in the Myrtle Beach area. So let me know. I mean, honestly, I think like your only competition would be Grumpy Monk. That's going to be the only place where I consider to have like solid sushi down here. Hey, Dan. And so I'll be in Myrtle Beach October 26th through November 1st to watch Thursday Night Football. Where's the best place to go and watch the Bills game? In Myrtle Beach. Go Bills. Adam, great question, my friend. First off, I better hope that you hit me up. Okay, because I enjoy watching football with fellow Bills Mafia members, especially down here. There's this bar called OD Arcade and Lounge. It is an exclusive Buffalo Bills bar. They literally set aside an entire room for us. There's Labatt Blue. Wings really aren't as good as Buffalo, but they certainly try. They, without a doubt, try. So, yeah, it's called ODs. So let me know. Shoot me a DM when you are down here on the 26th. I believe I will be in town. Yeah, so make that work. Go Panthers, Dan. We're going 17-0. My name is Landon, not Milky. That is right. That is right. Milky, her dog, was actually typing in the chat for quite some time. We are all football people, clearly, but do you watch the Sabres hockey, Dan? I'll be honest with you, man. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm definitely a fair weather fan when it comes into Sabres hockey, but the off season is so terrible for me as far as like a sports fan. So I feel like I'm going to definitely get into it this year. I'll be honest with you. I'm from Buffalo, but I really don't know a lot about hockey, right? I was always a football and a baseball guy. But I will put it on my absolute to-do list to learn the game and then also be a better Buffalo sports fan, because I need to start following our guys. And so I've been hearing the Redskins might come back. I hope so. That's pretty wild. Oh, Corey, my boy, what's up? And so a new sushi place here would be dope. And so the main attractions here are the Soho place. Yeah, Soho's pretty solid too. One with a rooftop bar and the other up north on the waterway. Yeah, like there's definitely shots. But Sean, for sure, I think locals would kill it here. It really, really would. Soho would be competition, and then I'd say Grumpy Monk too. But Sean's place down in Chuck is great. Absolutely love it. Next year you're in Buffalo, you should stop by Olean. Hey, listen, when it comes down to it, I will be in Buffalo for at least 2 games this year. I'm aiming for week 4, and then I'm definitely going up there for the Cowboys game in December. My buddy's a massive Cowboys fan, so I'm thinking about knocking it out. But anyway, guys, let me start introducing you to what exactly you are here for, all right? We have to start going on ahead and getting some understandings and learnings about what is going on in camp. By the way, guys, once you're coming in, make sure you do hit that like button. It is completely free. It takes less than a second, and it helps me out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. So let's figure a lot of this out. Okay, so AJ Cebulski, my boy, is rolling in already, saying that Bills quarterback's working on some footwork early. Punt returners have been the same, and Deontay Hardy has gotten all of the first reps. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that we just ended up figuring out who our punt/kick returner is going to be for the year. I know everyone's excited about Andy Isabella because of his speed, his 40 time. We saw Shakir. Frankly, I don't want to use Shakir in special teams. I really don't even want to use Hardy in special teams this year either, because I'm afraid that it's going to take away from what Dorsey is going to allow him to do with first-team offense. He's an absolute incredible asset in any sort of gadget-style play that I want to see. And guys, man, I'm sorry my mind's all over the place, but I saw that clip from Nick Wright. Did anybody see that clip from Nick Wright yesterday? I was scrolling through TikTok this morning, and dude was just, oh, man, he was going on one of his normal, like, Josh Allen shouldn't be the 3rd best quarterback in the league. First off, he's number 2. He's not number 3. That's a figment of the media's imagination, and it completely get ready to go. So it's wild. Dan, new to the channel, loving it. Yo, Matthew, welcome, my friend. Welcome, man. I appreciate that. Where are you located, my friend? Where are you located, bro? Always like understanding how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Oh, man, what's going on, delusional Patriots fan? Hope all is well. Growing Pains is a good TV show. Shane is coming in saying, are we finally going to have a line that can run block this year? Take some pressure off of our boys. Surprisingly enough, Spencer Brown is actually a very good run blocker. And then also Osiris Torrance was known in college for being an absolute stud when it came into the run blocking scheme. So I have a lot of confidence in our right side of the offensive line in that category in run blocking. And now we actually have some pretty solid backs back there. Like Cook has been absolutely lighting it up from what I understand. I haven't heard a lot from Damien Harris or Latavius Murray. I'm hoping that we can get some more updates on that a little earlier. But right side of our offensive line is tremendous in run blocking. But right side of our offensive line in pass pro, particularly Spencer Brown, not so much. And they've been struggling pretty bad in pass protection in that area. No, Josh Allen is not hurt. He is not hurt. And so Allen is fine. He is 3, but I get the point. Nick is the new Skip Bayless. He's an absolute fraud. Yeah, man. Okay, awesome. So Matthew's out of Rochester. Sick. Are you planning on going to any games this year? Because I know that I'll be at week 4 and the Cowboys game. And then knowing me, I'll probably just like recklessly spend some money to go to another one. But that's me. That's how it works out. Routes versus air. Josh Allen was throwing to Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. Both players ran great routes. And Allen was on point with all of his throws. That's also been a massive storyline of training camp thus far, right? Is that Josh Allen has been looking tremendous as far as pinpoint accuracy. Because I'm getting sick of all these damn narratives. Sean, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Sean. I sincerely appreciate that, bro. Definitely goes a long way as I am literally planning for the season of the year as far as entertainment value. And it's not only on this channel, it's also on the AFC East Roundtable. Guys, we were literally planning out our shows for this year. You're not just getting one show this year. You guys are going to see somebody from the AFC East Roundtable 5 to 6 days a week. There's going to be gambling shows. There's going to be a lot of shit. So say, for example, you haven't heard of the AFC East Roundtable, please check it out. I guarantee you're probably going to be upset with TD Finn's talk if you have no idea who I'm talking about, but he does make the show entertaining. From what I understand, I'm pretty sure it stands for touchdown. I like to look at it as totally delusional rather than touchdown, but here it is. We just ended up having a conversation on the phone. Poyer in street clothing has to be a veteran rest day, man. Has to be a veteran rest day. I didn't hear anything particular about him going down. I think that we probably would have heard about that this morning. It's probably a vet rest day, man. I feel like these guys need it. And plus, he's been absolutely killing it. And so did you mention going to Charlotte to watch a Bills game or Raleigh? Would love to watch a game with you. Chris Woods, listen, man. You reminded me that you were in Raleigh, right? So that's where you are. So I know that I'm going to be in Raleigh to go see Matt Rife. So my girl bought me tickets to that. I want to say it's end of October. One of the two. Yes, most definitely. I will definitely plan on going to either Tavern in the Tracks in Charlotte, which is one of my favorite Bills backers bar in the Southeast. So games are expensive, but training camp next week, baby. Listen, bro. Great thing, what you got to do, man. Listen, join my Discord. It's right in the description. Say that you want to leak some photos or some videos. It's a safe place. It's how it works. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to see Bills smash the Jets week 1. Buying my week 4 tickets later today. Andres, listen, man. Definitely looking forward to meeting you up there. I will be up there. Absolutely. Love the live feed. Sean, listen, man, I've been definitely going on ahead, and I've been sort of revisiting my content. This year is going to be a hell of a lot more live streams. I'm still doing pre-recorded videos, but I just like engaging with people. Like that way, like I feel like I'm not talking to myself. And so at least I'm virtually talking to people. I feel like it's good for my overall mental health and like where like I don't stray into madness by just speaking into a camera by myself. So that's always good. And so I'm going to the Bills Cowboys game. I absolutely love it. Anyway, let's get back into some of these things that we got to check out. All right. Okay. Bills safety Jordan Poyer is not practicing Tuesday. He has a vet rest day. All right, guys, listen. All right. Crisis averted. I know, like, I knew the second I saw the picture of Poyer going out there with shorts and a t-shirt, that there was going to be some sort of overreaction, but things are completely fine. Dalton Kincaid with a one-handed snag. Kincaid doesn't drop the football. Listen, all right? We've been saying this. This is the slot guy. This is Josh Allen's insurance policy. This is his safety net. Dalton Kincaid is going to be what Cole Beasley was to Josh Allen just a couple of years ago, back when Beasley was in his prime, right? Why Josh Allen balled in 2020, and I'm talking balled in 2020, was just because he had a healthy Cole Beasley that was his insurance policy. We used to call it third and Cole. Now we call it third and Kincaid. All right? He's his go-to. I'm not sure if you guys been seeing some of the routes that this rookie's been running, but it's been highlight reels left and right. Bills quarterbacks working on some footwork early. We already read that, AJ. Let's see what else we got here. Bills defensive tackle, Tim Settle, no pads, and working out off to the side. My best guess on Tim Settle is that his hand's a little sore. He did go back in after the supposed injury yesterday, so nothing to be concerned about. So nothing completely out of the ordinary. I have Jordan. So Jordan just jogged out and seems to be in good spirits. Possible vet rest day. We just turned out that it was absolutely exactly that rather. And so Poyer is joining the players who have not been practicing. Von Miller, Jordan Phillips. He alluded last week he was hoping to get some vet rest days. So there's certainly a chance. That's why he's not participating. It's just a bunch of people talking about this. Tim Settle. That's a big-ass dude, man. He's completely fine. We already got that. So a possible, so the upper body due to no sleeves, tape bracing on the legs, completely fine. Let's see. This is what I expect. Okay, so DB's coach John Butler on the CB2 competition doesn't rule out a platoon situation at the spot. Ideally, someone separates himself from the competition and is the guy. But Bills have platooned the position in the past. Benford, Elam, Wallace, Johnson. That is absolutely correct, right? That is absolutely correct when it comes into it. Maybe we don't have a solidified CB2, and really depending on the snaps is really just depending on what the offense is giving you, what the opposing team's offense is giving you, right? Because Benford, very, very good zone corner. Elam, way more of a physical man coverage sort of corner. I want to see Elam be our CB2, right? We legitimately spent a first-round pick on this guy. So when I see that, 1,000%, 1,010%, I want Elam to be our starting CB2. But I think that platoon method might even be interesting when it comes into it. Scott F is coming in and saying, "What's up, Dan? Just had my torn meniscus fixed yesterday, so I'm stuck home today. I sent you a tweet of me watching you on the big screen in my living room. Much better than watching you on my phone." Scott F, man, I appreciate that, dude. I am so sorry to hear about your meniscus. How long is this recovery process? Because if you were a Dolphins fan talking about Jalen Ramsey, we would think that you would be back walking and running wind sprints within 6 weeks. So let us know how the recovery process is going. We're definitely making it happen. Baron is coming in. Baron Von Schneider. Milky, do you even watch the Bills games? Oh, man. Holy shit. Yo, Milky. All right. Like, you are switching your team literally every 3 seconds. First, you were Landon, that was a Panthers fan. Now you're a Dolphins fan. Man, dude. Oh, my God, dude. The Milky-verse is absolutely wild. Guys, by the way, say that you're just coming in. Please do me a favor and introduce yourself in the chat. We are building a massive community of Bills Mafia and then also NFL fans alike to exclusively talk ball. All right? So do me a favor, introduce yourself in the live chat. And say, for example, you want to make sure that the fun never stops, the conversation never stops. I'm going to want you to go on ahead and join my Discord. This thing has been absolutely blowing up. It's been a great thing. And so we have a lot of plans going in for it. Wow, I just did a replay over there, which is pretty wild. But anyway, like I said, this Discord is a massive community that we have been building. There's talks about fantasy football, sports betting, Bills news, memes, trash talk, several NFL news. There's a lot of things to look up. So do me a favor, hit that link in the description, join the Discord, and then I'm also going to pin it in the chat for those of you that are too lazy to make it happen. So we're going to join the Discord right there, make it work. Let's talk. Let's talk. Boom. There you go. There you go. I speak Western New York. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Anyway, let's get back to camp. Let's see what's going on. The person responsible for designing this hat needs to drive to my house and personally apologize for me having... What the fuck is this? Nobody on earth is buying this, right? Nobody's buying this. This is so bad. This is fucking terrible. Like, no offense, but like, and so did New Era like do one of those things, like the best third grade class design wins the next hat drop or something? That's fucking terrible. I feel like I would have to agree. Okay, so Josh Allen's not throwing two receivers versus the air. Now throwing two receivers versus the air. Stephon Diggs runs a comeback route. Allen misfires. Diggs points to himself, looking like he was putting that on him. I like that. Listen, that is exactly what you need here. And so are those hats a joke? They're absolutely... Sideline hats are fucking terrible, right? Absolutely wild. And so it needs a propeller at the top. Yeah, dude. Like one of those, like those puff balls or something. Who knows, man? It's... I feel like New Era's really went downhill. Me and... Oh, okay. Yo, talk to me about this. So Shorter right here is probably my favorite to lock up that wide receiver 6 spot. I feel like that there's no question in my mind that it's going to be him. I mean, I know a lot of people are really excited about like Isabella and stuff because he's fast, right? But like, I mean, dude hasn't been on a 53 in God knows how long. I really don't think it is, but Shorter, I really want to see some things coming out of Shorter, guys, right? So like I said, I did make a Bills beat list where I just have every single person that is at camp that is reporting to it. So things should be okay. So Bills safety Jordan Poyer not practicing. We already saw that, man. We already saw that. Sure. When is Shorter? Okay. Anyway, it was a joke I didn't want to run with. And so the propeller comment from Corey was pretty dope. And so, yeah, the hats are dumb. So Kansas City's look like a circus clown's hat. We just won't buy them. Yeah, we just won't buy them. And so on a football note, was it just me or were a lot of Josh's throws yesterday seem really wobbly? I mean, honestly, man, like it's definitely a 50-50 thing with the majority of the spirals that I do see Josh Allen throw. I mean, dude's got massive hands, you know what I mean? So maybe it's tough for him to like get it off. I didn't see a lot of clips. For anybody that was there in person, definitely let us know. But I mean, hey, that's what training camp's all about, just to fine tune that shit. Delusional Patriots. And so it looks like someone family got an nepotism job designing the hats. Hats are ugly. And so I got one from Bills Mafia. I'll put it in Discord. Oh, what, the hat? What you got? This one? It's not bad. So you got this from Bills Mafia? I don't mind it. I really don't mind it at all. Here, let me see. And so in fact, like I'm like doing like a sneak peek right now of like my my merch store right now. And so I'm not sure if like you guys have ever seen like those like Dallas hats that like are like upside down. And so has anybody ever seen like the upside down Dallas hat like font or whatever? Here, let me give you a little sneak peek of what I got going on here. Now let's run the damn ball. I wonder if I even... Oh, yeah. So the run the damn ball hat's coming back, which is going to be pretty solid. And then let me actually pull up my, Printful maybe? Let me see. There it is. Just to give you a little, here, so product templates, actually. So just to give you a little sneak peek of what I'm planning on doing here. Ooh. Talk to me. It's a work in progress. But like this is also something that I'm rocking with too. So Buffalo upside down, and then like I'll like do something off to the side, and like that like upside down Dallas hat really got to me. It's still in the works. Right before I drop the merch here in about like a month. It's mostly gonna be hat design because like shirts are like whatever. But anyway, let's get back to business. Let's get back to business right now. What is going on? For everyone that's just joining in, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be providing you up-to-date news as it comes out for training camp today. So definitely go ahead and join, like this video. Helps me out tremendously, especially with that YouTube algorithm. I've been seeing a lot of new faces in the chat, so I know you guys have been hitting that like button, and it goes a long way for your boy. It's the best way to support the channel, and I absolutely love it. Smirky out, yo, what's up? I'm back. What's up, man? Hope all is well. Hey, Dan, back from a golf tournament. How'd you shoot, bro? Hey, how'd you shoot? Troy is coming in saying, I hope Tim Settle's okay. Him and CB Kyron Brown were on bikes. This am not on the field. It's funny, man. Like, it's wild that Kyron Brown is also injured because didn't Dantzler, like, he got injured and then was cut the next day. Then we signed Kyron Brown, and it seems like he's injured. We shall see. What's up, Guy? How you doing? Throws on the run tend to be wobbly. Touche. Jason Conklin, I just joined. What happened to Poyer? It's just a vet rest day today, Jason. Nothing to be worried about. He's been doing very, very well in training camp, and he's getting older. So, I mean, I'm fine with some vet rest days. Alan, what's going on? It's I will beat the Bills-Jacksonville game, and London I will be at. Dude, good for you, man. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm going to be living vicariously. I would love to go there more than you know. More than you absolutely know, which is going to be sick. I can't wait for the Cowboys game in Orchard Park. It's going to have to eat some bocce after we win 1,000%, and I will go to bocce with you, which is a great segue. This show is brought to you by Bocce Club Pizza. Best pizza in Buffalo, New York. You cannot convince me otherwise. Next time you're in bocce or you call in a pickup order or a to-go order, just mention my name. All right, say Dan Mitchell. He promotes you on YouTube. They're going to give you 10% off. If you're not in Buffalo, they are sending you pizza via mail, nationwide delivery. Use code Dan as the coupon code, and they'll send it to you, and you get a nice little taste of home, baby. And they work great for gifts as well. Best pizza in Buffalo. You best believe I'm going to be stuffing my damn face with that shit on a regular basis. Hence why I really haven't been drinking. I've been fasting a lot because I'm trying to get my body into ready for some abuse for football season, right? Because let's be honest with ourselves. I'm chugging blues. I'm eating chicken wings. I'm shoving pizza down my face. I'm probably going to gain 25 to 30 pounds once football season begins. But the reason I never let myself go entirely is because I do shit like this prior to the season. It's called maintenance. I like to call it degenerate maintenance. I love it. Jason, what's going on? What is happening with Poyer? He is on a vet rest day, so nothing to worry about entirely. Oh, you know you're right. We are ordering bocce today for dinner. Do me a favor. When you order it, whether it's delivery or whether it is like pickup, just mention my name and say, hey, this YouTuber, you know, he promotes you guys. And he said code Dan gets me 10% off. 110%. It has worked. In fact, Jordan tried using it the other day and he knocked it out. Did I see merch? Keith, you 1,000% did. I gave you a sneak peek into some of my merch, which is coming up. This is the upside down Buffalo hat, which is going to be pretty fucking sick. I'm excited about it. I have a lot of really cool merch ideas, but that's just a little tease, baby. That's just a little tease. It's already a hell of a lot better than what they have in and the NFL's dropping their sideline gear. That's for sure. What up, Dwayne? Yo ho ho. I overslept. Give me something, Dan. Listen, so far we've been checking out what's been going on at Bills camp. Nothing really. Sounds like that Josh Allen's been working on a lot with the routes. Nothing in particular that has been wild. And then let's check out this. All right, so Kyer Elam with blanket coverage on Trent Sherfield during 1v1s. Great coverage on the rep. Listen, man, that CB2 competition is absolutely lighting up. Then we saw that Kyle Allen. What's going on with this? This is like one of those posts. It's one of those cheeky posts. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, listen, if that doesn't give you confidence in your backup quarterback, I don't know what does. Look at that. That's exactly what I want to see out of my damn backup quarterback. Holy fuck. Josh Allen, stay healthy for the love of God. Milky was formerly known as another goofy name, a.k.a. Choo Choo. Hey, man, no carbs and wings. Touche, man. Protein exclusively. Glenn, what's going on? Finished the tournament, tied for 13 out of 83. 71, 74, 72, 70. Glenn, holy shit, man. I didn't know. Dude, I didn't know you golfed like that. Holy hell. I shot a damn like 80 into the other day. And like, I mean, I thought that I had a big dick. after that, man. That's wild. 71. Holy hell. Glenn, are you like in Miami or are you in like more like northern Florida? Just out of curiosity. Will do. And by the way, further context, I didn't shoot an 80 by myself. It was a scramble. My buddy carried the team, but I had a couple of good shots. Golf is something I'm trying to get into. All right. And so I played baseball growing up and I still have a baseball swing and it's fucking, it definitely plays a factor. My slice is terrible. I can't tell you how many windows I've absolutely shattered from these poor people that decide to build a house right in a club. It's pretty bad. Tim Stark, I can't believe Denver lost Tim Patrick for a season again. As a Denver fan, that is the worst news, as he was our glue guy. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. And then I ended up seeing somebody else ended up getting diagnosed with something that's going to affect their play. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm definitely sorry to hear that. Damn, dude. Listen, these things right here, man, like we just need to hope that we got to stop with these injuries, especially from a Buffalo Bills perspective. Like we had a couple of scares yesterday, one in particular with our damn quarterback. But hey, okay, so it looks like Kyler Elam is with the first team as team drill is underway. It's time to prove what you got. It's time to prove what you got. Glenn, no, I live in Alabama, moved out of Florida. Interesting. Are you like are you South Bama? Because I know that and so I'll be in the Destin, Florida area here within like the next couple of weeks as well. And so if you're a golfer, man, you hit me up, bro. Show me what you got. I mean, I could use some lessons. Holy shit. Dolphins 17-0, Bills 8-9, Jets 7-10, Pats 1-16. Hamler. Oh yeah, Hamler due to heat condition, but Tim Patrick is out for a second year in a row. That sucks, man. That definitely sucks. That is pretty wild. So Colts need a running back, and Taylor wants to trade, and Zach Moss suffered a broken arm. Dude. I mean, Zeke Elliott time, baby. Zeke Elliott time. And so is Elam getting CB2 or nah? I want him to terribly. But it seems like that Dane Jackson has been getting the majority of the first team reps already. Elam's out with the first team right now, but it just sucks because like he's like more of like a man coverage kind of guy. Like that's his strength. And the Bills like run a lot of zone coverage. And Elam really hasn't taken that next step in his game. So I'm hoping that he does because I don't want to waste the first round pick, right? But it's tough. So I do know that the DB coach was saying that he was thinking like of a platoon effect, like where like we don't really have a solidified CB2 and it just depends on what the offense, what we're seeing from the opposing offense depends on who's going to be in that CB2 role at any given snap. But I hope so. I hope so because frankly, I would have to give that Dolphins game last year, like that Dolphins playoff game last year, I would probably have to give Elam the credit for us surviving that. I would probably have to give Elam the credit for us surviving that playoff game against the Dolphins last year. He's a stud. He's a stud. I mean, when he's asked to like cover, like literally man-on-man coverage, he very, very rarely doesn't come up without being an absolute stud. So we shall see. So KJ Hamler, I'm not entirely sure he was making the roster, but losing both of them in one day is a big hit to the Broncos. Oh, shit. We already have another Broncos fan in here. So Jason Phillips, meet Tim Stark. Tim Stark, meet Jason Phillips. Broncos fans in here representing. Always a good thing. And like I said, I'm seeing a shit ton of new names in here. So definitely, if you're a first-time viewer, please introduce yourself. Let us know where you're tuning in from, who you represent. Definitely a solid thing. Corey is saying that Elam did intercept Mahomes in the red zone last year too. And I absolutely freaked out, right? I absolutely freaked out. I love Elam. I really do. I want him to be CB2, but today is 1,000% some solid news that he's out there running with the ones. Oh, talk to me. We have something. Diggs. Look at that, baby. Hey, fine with that. So play action pass and James Cook in pass protection. That's interesting. Holy shit. Pass protection for James Cook. So Cook tries to pick up Taron Johnson, and Johnson goes right around him for what would have been a sack for the quarterback. Guys, okay. James Cook is not going to be a running back that will go down in history for his ability for pass pro. I can tell you that. That's much more so Damien Harris's field and responsibility. I mean, I know that we're trying things out right here, but I mean, let's look at Taron Johnson here, boys, right? Like he's not a defensive lineman, right? He's definitely not a defensive lineman. So imagine a defensive end and little old James Cook's like that last mode of defense for Josh Allen back there. I much more trust Damien Harris in situations like that. That or just go ahead and put Dawson Knox next to it and then move into it. My family moved out of Florida during the cocaine wars. And so I live in Huntsville and travel around the U.S. for contract work. That's awesome. And so Huntsville is Southern Alabama. I haven't really spent a lot of time on there. I went to a game in Tuscaloosa a couple of years ago when I was in college. Well, I mean, dude, holy shit. It's been like, and so I graduated college in 2013. Holy shit, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I graduated college. Okay, so back in college, I went to Tuscaloosa for a college football game. Holy shit. And so let's talk about like a come to like realization moment right then and there when you realize that you graduated college 10 years ago. Holy shit. My fiance is a Bills fan, but we all need to work together to take down the Chiefs. We do. It is a group effort. Dane Jackson is mid. Hey, man, listen, this team just seems to be loving Dane Jackson. Oh, Christian, what's going on? 2-3. We got a Jets fan in here. I am looking forward to the Bills-Jets game. And then he's coming in with some slander. Listen, bro, I was going to be nice to you until you come in here. Jets are better. But you know what? I'm going to give you a slide because I feel bad about what our team's going to do to you on your home turf during week 1. Yeah, Damien can pass, bro. He's a stud. He's an absolute stud. What's up, Grace? How you doing? And so are we ever going to get a solid backup quarterback? Grace, I will tell you what, we haven't had one since Mitch Trubisky, in my opinion. So really our only hope is going to be that Josh Allen can stay healthy. Glenn is saying, I'm tired of training camp already. Bring on the regular season. You and me both. I mean, honestly, I at least want to see some sort of competition. I mean, I know that like not everyone's excited about this Hall of Fame game coming up on Thursday, but I'm going to watch probably every second of it. All right. Even by the fourth quarter where like they literally just have like people that were tailgating in the parking lot prior to the game suiting up. Right. I'm going to watch every single second of it because that's how much I fucking need football in my life. Jadis, what's going on? What's up, bro? Hey, man, living the dream. I'm trying to. We'll just start putting people in timeout. Absolutely. And so do you think Ken Dorsey is going to be good this year? Listen, honestly, I didn't really think that Ken Dorsey was bad last year, man. Honestly, like, I mean, I've said this a couple of times on the stream. When you look at overall statistics, him and Dable were very, very close, right? The only striking difference was red zone efficiency. And in 2021, Dable was number 1. So Bills Mafia was spoiled from the beginning. We were the number 1 most efficient red zone offense Dable's last year here at 66%. Then Dorsey comes in and he drops to number 9 in the league. So still top 10 red zone efficiency. And he was at 60. So really only a 6% difference, which is big, but it's not astronomical. It's not as big as everybody was making it out to be. If you take away that metric, Dorsey and Dable were essentially the exact same across the board. The differences were marginal. So I think a personnel issue, like now that we have Dalton Kincaid, who apparently is absolutely just blowing up in practice right now with his separation, his hands too. I mean, there's been reports that they haven't seen Dalton drop a single ball all practice. I think that things are going to be better in the red zone this year. That with our revamped run game, Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, James Cook seems to be doing pretty good. I feel like that we are expecting a large jump out of Dorsey this year. A large jump out of it. Yeah, I'm watching it too. And so Mulatto has fun against Jets quarterbacks. Dude, he is a Jets offensive line worst nightmare. Why does everyone blame Ken when the players in the field messed it up, not the OC? Hey, Chris, honestly, man, I have no issues with Ken Dorsey whatsoever. Like I said, there's virtually no statistical difference between him and Dable minus the red zone And even that was a 6%, sort of the differential. Literally was that much. It seems large compared to everything else, but I feel like we just didn't have the personnel. And so to really have an efficient red zone offense this year, but this year's a different story. And man, I swear, if I need to keep on going online, and seeing all of these fucking media heads keep talking about how the Buffalo Bills are going to take a step back. I saw some image. Somebody came from something. I think it maybe even came from NFL Network, having the Bills go in third place at 9-8. They're wild. They're absolutely wild, man. I could care less about strength of schedule. Last year, we had a crazy strength of schedule last year, dude. We didn't have an easy schedule by any stretch of the imagination. Still went 13-3. So, fuck! Josh Allen limping after 11v11 rep. Pressure got to him, and it looked like he got kicked in the leg. All right, fucking A, bro. Dude, Josh, don't take a snap till week 1. All right? Don't take a snap till week 1. He has a red non-contact jersey on. Who was it? I need names. There you go. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. And so unless I'm overlooking something, I have not seen Sean McDermott at all, and we're nearly an hour into today's practice. I mean, maybe he's on I don't know. And so the offensive line is getting dominated. Josh frustrated here early. Okay, should we be mad about our offensive line? I would be mad about our offensive line. I think that's how these things work out. But, I mean, we shall see. Eric, what's going on, man? How you doing? And so do you think Josh will have to get any reps in a preseason game? I mean, honestly, after I just see that our QB1, and then after seeing that glorious Kyle Allen tripping on his own damn feet, I would probably have to say no. I would say you wrap up Josh Allen in damn bubble wrap until week 1. Or maybe just dude, this offensive line is absolutely who I'm talking about, man. This is wild. Bills pass on N'Keal Harry. Oh, no. 2 days on a row, Josh takes a hit. What's up, Swish? How you doing? CT reacts. Trash Allen struggling. LMAO, bro. You would cut off your left testicle and send it over to the Buffalo Bills organization for Josh Allen to be your quarterback. The Mad Chatter. Would you take Sammy Watkins or see a boomer? I would not take Sammy Watkins. Absolutely. And so the O-line concerns every year. Our hearts can't handle this anymore. No, not at all. And also, say, for example, this was regulation. Josh probably would have noticed this coming, and he would have scrambled off to the right. But, dude, this offensive line is fucking horrid. I want to see who blew that block. If my best guess, I'm not going to lie to you, it was probably Spencer Brown with the blown block. 1,000%, because this guy can't do anything. Okay, all seems good now, but Bills' Josh Allen got checked on by an athletic trainer after rep and team drills, stood under his own power after, kept looking at his lower right leg. Helmet stayed on his hand the whole time. GM Brandon Bean came over to chat with him. Back in now. So Josh Allen's back. Dude, this training camp situation is just getting absolutely wild, dude. Keep our quarterback safe, for the love of God. He has a red non-contact jersey, okay? Now, say, for example, it was one of our offensive linemen that had to back up and then he accidentally stepped on it. Okay, I can get over that, all right? But if it's our defensive line, bro, okay, stop going full speed. We get it, all right? You guys are excited. Again, fuck, tricks, I know. What the hell is this? Guys, say, for example, you're just getting in here. I'm giving you up-to-date news as it leaks out of training camp. So definitely go ahead and just join us. Hang out with us for a little bit. It's definitely a good time. And then like this video as well. This helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, and it introduces me into a bunch of other Bills fans that are starving to know what is going on in Rochester, New York. And more importantly, don't be shy. Please introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know where you are tuning in from. I always like understanding how far Bills Mafia truly extends. So let's make this happen. Todd's coming in saying Spencer is absolutely useless. Just draft like 5 offensive linemen next year, I swear. Our absolute main focus needs to be a right tackle next year in the first. But let's get into it. Lower left, right side, it was definitely Spencer Brown. It was 1,000% Spencer Brown. I guarantee you Spencer Brown blew a block, and that was it. Fucking A. Can we not see that Spencer Brown is an absolute liability? Cromer needs to have one-on-ones with this guy like 8 hours a day. William. And so what do you think about her to trade partner with Detroit? What do you think about a trade partner with Detroit for Tim Settle? Who would we want to get from Detroit? I love Detroit's offense. That's damn well. But I feel like we need as much depth on the defensive line as possible. So I'm not entirely sure I'd be on board with that. But I'm definitely open to hear your thoughts. I could be convinced. And so I've been cleated. It does hurt. But it's a hurt you can Zan shake off. 172 people watching. Hit that like button. Absolutely, guys. It's free. It takes less than a second. And then it helps me out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. So go on ahead. Smash this like button, guys. Listen, I put out videos about the Buffalo Bills and the NFL daily. Literally daily. All right? So I'm streaming. I'm doing gambling shows. I'm doing live play-by-play reactions to Bills games this year. I'm going to be bringing on a bunch of your favorite guests as well from Bills media, NFL media. So go ahead and join the family. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. And say that you don't ever want the conversation to end. Join my Discord. My Discord is linked at the very top of this chat. Go on ahead and knock it out. Only 68 like buttons smashed. I just smashed it myself. That's kind of cringy. But hey, you know what? I love calling myself out. Why not? Smashed Beth Reppin, South Buffalo. That's what I'm talking about. That's my neck of the woods, baby. I'm from Crystal Street, bro. Topper. And so, by the way, Daisy, your sissy quarterback played average in 2 Super Bowls and wouldn't have any rings without the refs. Okay, man, Josh Allen goes to contact. You cannot change him, his style of play. Chicago, by the way, the east side of Buffalo. By the way, east side of Buffalo. Hey, bro, welcome. Welcome. Very happy you're here. What's up, Eric Stevens? How you doing? I'm still holding out hope that Browns that takes the leap. It's not a good start, my friend. It's not a good start, Eric, because nobody has. Okay, so Josh Allen has a slight limp. Okay, this was a minute ago. After 11v11 rep, the offensive line got pushed back into the Bills quarterback and appeared to be stepped on or kicked something. Allen had his lower right foot, ankle, leg checked on by trainers and had a brief chat with Brandon Beane. Okay, lower right. All right, so let's just think about this, right? Right leg, right side of the offensive line. Normal person that is due to like coverage being blown up. 1,000% Spencer Brown. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000% Spencer Brown. So Allen took his shoe off and they put some tape on it. It appears shoes back on quickly and back to another rep of team install. Oh my God, man. And so the first team session for today is done. Defense on the other field, and the Bills are practicing some plays. One I noticed was a tight end screen to the rookie Dalton Kincaid. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not run screens at all last year. In fact, I'm pretty sure that we were closer to like 5% last in the league for overall screen execution or even implementation for that most part. So it seems like screens have been practiced quite a bit. And I'll tell you what, one of the best ways to sort of mitigate like any unwanted pressure from a defensive line, you know what the hell that's going to be? A fucking screen game. All right. So practice the hell out of it because we've just found out that our offensive line is, leading into disappointing us once again. And it's really not a thing. It's wild. Spencer Brown is not USFL worthy. Holy shit, man. We're getting crazy. What offensive player would you take to Detroit from Tim Settle? Well, like really outside of like those, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. One team that I would, and although that he's suspended right now for gambling for a first couple of games, I'd take Jamison Williams. And so I would take Jamison Williams. Like, dude, like hasn't had any snaps in the entire league so far because he was injured last year, and then now he's suspended for a couple of games because he put down $30 on a WNBA parlay or something. I take Jamison Williams. And so I think they'd probably go for that as well because they have a lot of receivers already. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They have Mims. I feel like that they would be completely fine. I would take Jamison Williams from Tim Settle 1,000%. But I want to keep our defensive tackle depth as much as humanly possible. I don't think it would happen. Chris, my dad works at Kaz Golf Course. Oh, shit. Oh, man, we're talking about golf already. Hey, listen, I feel like I might as well just, like, make a damn, like golf channel in the Discord since so many of us golf. Hey, listen, man, we already have some people that have joined the Discord already. Shout out to Bill's Bouncer and McCare777. Guys, go ahead and join that Discord. We have a lot of fun things going in with it. Like, I mean, like we're going to be like, sort of posting our locks of the day as far as like gambling is concerned. Like a lot of really good shit. Play week 1, but soon. Zay Dream is saying, yo, let's go. So not a big signing, but Andy Isabella is a surprise. He's fast. I'm not sure if he's going to sign, but we'll see. Spencer Brown is terrible. One thing Bean has not done, like Bill Polian, is build a great offensive line. It's going to take some time. It's definitely going to take some time. I wish it was done a little sooner, but here we are. So Tiny Van Living is saying that they would never make that trade. No way at all. But he said, what would I want? And so I definitely wouldn't put a Monreal St. Brown. I mean, obviously, no one's taking that trade. But let's see what else we got here. Okay, so this is obviously a reaction to Josh Allen. Sean McDermott is not at practice. He's attending to a personal family matter. Expected to be back later this afternoon. Damn, I wonder what the hell that is. Great football breakfast. Okay, this is just a recap of what happened yesterday. I have some Terry McLaurin stuff. Wow, look at that. Okay, what else we got? Here's some quick snaps from day 6 already. Let's talk about it. Look at Trey White. Absolutely balling already. I mean, you can't even be upset about this whole situation. Daisy is coming in. So, Dan, I'm new here. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and I'm 49 years old. Daisy, what is going on? Good to see you. And so I'm guessing Shell must not be doing much better if they're not giving him one-team reps to compete. I mean, honestly, I think that Spencer Brown is giving Shell his opportunity literally each and every single snap that is going in. And you know what? I feel bad that I'm trashing Spencer Brown right now because I don't even know if Spencer Brown was the one that stepped on his foot. But, I mean, say that I was a gambling man, I'd probably put that into consideration. I probably 1,000% would. No shot Lions would do that. Absolutely not. Allen is a bum. Jacob. Hey, bro. Who is your team? I guarantee you're a Dolphins fan. 1,010% you're a Dolphins fan. But let me know. Brown can run block. That's it. 1,010%. And honestly, say that we just use him for run blocking, that's going to be an absolute tell, right? That's going to be an absolute tell that we're running the damn ball. So that's not really solid. Matt C is saying that I finally joined your Discord. Do it, man. Listen, it's a solid situation. Dan, you passed my comments 7 times. Daisy, listen, I am so sorry about that. But, I mean, and so these comments are coming in fast. I do my best to get to every single one. when I can. Yo, you like Dal Host? Not entirely sure what you mean by that, brother. We need more offensive line. What offensive line person for Tim Settle from Detroit? Oh, man. William, are you a Detroit Lions guy? And so my boy, I'm pretty sure like he likes Tim Settle. My theory is that he's a Lions fan and he really wants Tim Settle. Fins, baby. TD sent me. I love you guys mixing it up. Go Fins. Hey, Jacob, man, listen, we were actually just talking about how we are going to be putting out a lot of AFC's roundtable stuff this year. So stay tuned, man. We have a lot of really fun stuff, man. Looking forward to this season. Should be solid. So Dion was terrible in the Bengals game too. And so either our defensive line is doing like great or our offensive line is worse than most high schools. Yeah, dude, it's pretty bad. Can Bates play right tackle? I mean, damn, bro. Let Spencer be our 2023 Bobby Hart, and we would slay the run game scenario. Bates is versatile. He could play center. I'm pretty sure he's played left guard. Let me see. PFF. So I want to see how many snaps he's taken at right tackle. PFF, Ryan Bates. Let's see how many snaps he's taken from that position. I don't believe he has. I could be wrong. Let me see. This right here is something I highly recommend. This right here is like the PFF stats, like huge stats when it comes into it. So pass blocking, he's a hell of a lot better here. Let's look at Spencer Brown, okay? And then we're going to go back into this. But Spencer Brown, I mean, obviously, let's just check out this fool. It's not good, all right? Spencer Brown, talk to me, all right? Look at this. 49.4. Not good, boys. Not good. Run blocking really isn't even that sexy. Run blocking really isn't even that sexy when it comes into it, dude. Holy shit. All right, anyway, let's get back to Bates. Anyway, but like this PFF advanced stats is wild. If like you ever want to like check out, hey, I wonder how many snaps he's taken from each and every single position, right? They have it in snap counts. What am I talking about? Am I going crazy right now? Okay. Yeah, dude. Right here. He's played at center. He's played at right guard. So 810 snaps from right guard and then center at 135. So that's his exclusive thing. He hasn't played on the left side. He hasn't played tackle. So unfortunately, like not unless he's a hidden gem and he's an absolute natural where he can just step into the right tackle position and absolutely dominate. Unfortunately not. So we're going to have to go elsewhere with that, man. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. He's only a right guard and a center. So Josh Allen has not missed any 11-on-11 reps since this initially happened. Breathe by Fabulous, appropriately playing in the background here for Bills fans. I love that. Sean McDermott is not. It's a family matter. We're good. Crisis averted. Ladies and gentlemen, he's still out there, taped up his ankle, little sore. Say, for example, it was broken or sprained. You know for a fact that he wouldn't be out there. Worst case scenario, it's bruised. Be completely fine. Jets will beat the Bills. I wouldn't put your money on that, brother. Worst case scenario, like say that you are gambling, I would just like go with the spread because that's going to be your best option. And I'm pretty sure it's even 1 point, so maybe not even do that. No, fam. Just heard Detroit maybe wants them settled, so see what you think. Maybe we get them for like an offensive lineman. I mean, let me see. Lions offensive line. Let's see. Lions depth chart. Who would I want? I mean, let's take a look at their right tackles here. You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, I feel like anybody's better than that. But, oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, dude, we're definitely not taking Sewell. Holy shit. That right, oh, man. I would have loved Sewell on this team, man. But he was way too much of a thing. Cody, and so Josh Allen roped Gabe Davis again. Oh, Cody, are you there? Please tell me you're there. Hey, listen, sounds like his ankle is completely fine, ladies and gents. Boogie Basham makes a play, batting a ball down from Kyle Allen. And so Boogie's going to be he's probably going to be a trade candidate, in my opinion. The Mad Chatter's coming in saying Spencer is hybrid. So tight end. And so Hart may not be a bad idea. Cameron Briglin. And so I bet the Bills will beat the Chiefs in Buffalo in the playoffs this season. That's a hot take. Guys, listen, I'm seeing 182 people watching this stream right now. So do me a favor. Once you come in, please introduce yourself right in the chat. We want to hear how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Like I said, man, I've seen people from the UK, several from the UK, actually, Australia, Brazil, Mexico City, Sweden, Germany. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Seriously, we are always interested to hear where everybody is if you are new here. And more importantly, guys, please hit that thumbs up button for me as well. It's free. It takes less than a second, and it helps me out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. I'm seeing about 89 likes smashed already out of 188 of you guys watching. Let's try to get to 125. Let's try to get to 125 within the next 5 minutes. I think that's doable. Let's make it happen. Blake, what's going on, man? Good morning. What did I miss? We had yet another Josh Allen injury scare. I guess Spencer Brown. It's not confirmed, but I'm guessing that it was Spencer Brown. Ended up stepping on his ankle. The offensive line has been getting absolutely demolished today. What else am I seeing? I saw that Elam, he was running with the ones. Those are like the three biggest takeaways I would get so far. So nothing completely out of the ordinary. We shall see. Can we bring Jason Peters back? Make the call, baby. Oh, hell, man. Dude, we got a Pats fan in the chat. What's going on, Robert? How you doing? Hope all is well. So thank you, host, for admitting Brown's not good. And so everyone else is coping in denial. He's not. He's not a good right tackle. He's not. I mean, last year he had an excuse for like his back surgery recovery, but he has never once proven in his entire NFL career that he is efficient in pass blocking. Run blocking, I mean, with a PFF score like 54, I suppose it's better than his pass blocking, but still, I mean, I'm still not particularly on top of this. And so you guys better get some help at wide receiver. Diggs is the only dude I worry about against you guys. Finn's D is going to be tough this year, even with Ramsey out. Yeah, Jacob, great take, but one thing I want people to look at is that don't look at the fact that just our wide receiver room, we ended up drafting the best pass catcher in the drafts in Dalton Kincaid. He's essentially your de facto wide receiver number 2. And from what I understand, he has been cooking our linebackers in practice. And granted, we have probably one of the best pass coverage linebackers in the game, and he's been getting the best of Matt Milano. I think Dalton Kincaid is going to be a problem for a lot of defenses. Not just the Dolphins, but several defenses that we go with that. Diggs is fine, and I think that with Kincaid out there being a distraction, that's also going to open up Gabe Davis's play as well. So I think that Kincaid is an absolute sleeper move, hence why we don't necessarily need a bona fide wide receiver 2, because that's who Kincaid is going to be for this team, in my opinion. He's definitely not a blocker, so that's good, but he's going to be that dude. And so I'm tuning in from the moon. Blake, I love that. And so I'm not sure if that's a weed reference, but I love it. And so any good donut shops down in Myrtle, Michael? Oh, man. Okay, so you're coming down to Myrtle Beach. There's this one place called Duck's Donuts, which is pretty good. Not a big donut culture down here, you know what I mean? Normally, there's the basics, Krispy Kreme, which is still great. But then there's one in downtown Myrtle. It's pretty solid. I'd say Duck's is pretty good. And then there's some exclusive bakeries as well. I don't know. And so if my buddy Corey's still watching this, he could probably tell you what it is. I forget which one it is, but definitely check out Ducks and then something else. John, what's going on? Hey, Dan. And so down here in Fort Lauderdale, we were supposed to meet up in Jacksonville a couple of years ago, but unfortunately didn't materialize. Maybe this season. I'm from Cheektowaga. Go Bills. John, fun fact, man, I'm going to be in Miami, not too far away from you, the 27th, 28th through September 6th or 7th. So if you're going to be down there, let me know. I'm definitely down to, sort of grab a drink if you are down in that area. Should be pretty cool because I know that I was supposed to meet up with a couple of Bills and Dolphins fans while I was down there. I'd love to, make that happen. So we needed a wide receiver too, but this was a really bad wide receiver draft. It definitely was. I'm fine with Dalton Kincaid being the guy. Cecil's coming in saying offensive line is getting scorched today, fellas. Josh Allen got banged up. Cecil is there. Cecil, let us know what's going on. We've heard that. It's not ideal. But hey, are we surprised? Josh Allen just had Dalton Kincaid open. Okay. Josh Allen just had Dalton Kincaid open over the middle for a seam route. Allen missed him about 10 yards short and was frustrated after the play. It would have been a big gain and possibly a touchdown. Offense is not flowing today. They were flowing yesterday, not today. I guess today is a defense day today. Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid in the backfield. Okay, creativity. Allen finds Hardy over the middle and collides with Dane Jackson. Hardy got right up. Spencer Brown, thumbs down. Bad day for the offensive line today after a solid day yesterday. Bills head coach, okay. So talk to me. I want to see some Dalton Kincaid things going on with it. Ducks Donuts is elite. Oh, man. I definitely love that. And so the key to Burrow is blitz. Yeah, but then you're taking somebody out of coverage and they have some pretty fast receivers. So a slant route definitely would be able to. That or an RPO would definitely be able to hurt some teams into the situation. Hey, my Chiefs are the best team in the league. The Dolphins look up at me. Trash AF. And so Daisy is just a Milky burner account. Yeah, man. Dude, honestly, man. And so the Milky verse is wild. It's really, really wild because everybody that Milky uses as their alias, everyone that uses as their alias, it types like a child. Right? I'm pretty sure it's a child, but then when I did a call-in show, it sounded like I was speaking to an adult, right? So I have no idea who this Milky person is. I'll be completely honest with you. Go Jets. We got Christian coming in right here. Okay. So offense might have gone out for garbage plates last night. That'll slow anyone down. And so you need an offensive line. Mad Chatter, who is your team? You're a Bills guy, right? And so I thought you were. Superman in Spider-Man into the Milkyverse. The Milkyverse was Choo Choo originally. Oh, man. Confusion on the offensive line. AJ Epinesa comes unblocked on the edge, and Allen had a conversation with Dawkins. Seemed to be a miscommunication. I could only imagine how upset Josh Allen must be with this fucking offensive line, bro. And so I know, like, normally, like, a big trend is for quarterbacks, like, when Christmas time is coming around, like, they'll buy, like, their offensive linemen, like, some, like, big gift, right? Like, they'll buy them, like, flat screen TVs or, like, mopeds or something like that. Who knows? I don't think they're earning any Christmas gifts this year, baby. That's for sure. Ed Oliver just blew up Mitch Morse and Connor McGovern. Wow. Guys, all right, so here's the deal. Should we be pissed off that our offensive line is doing so horribly? Or should we be thrilled that our defensive line is having a day? Oh my God. Chris Parker just said, hey, Dan, I skipped work today to watch your show. Dude, I am absolutely dumb. Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really hope your boss is not watching this. Where do you work, Chris? Oh, dude. Holy shit. Dan, you are lucky you have Krispy Kreme near you. The nearest in Buffalo is in Erie, PA. And so Buffalo's got some good donut game, though. Hey, Dan. And so any word on how the running backs are looking so far? I haven't heard anything today. I think the only thing I've heard was James Cook had a couple of nice plays a few days ago. Not as much as I wanted to hear from Damien Harris or Latavius Murray. The Bills' defenses look good today. I'll say this, very aggressive. Hey, listen. We need that. I want our defense out for fucking blood this year. I really do. So Jason Phillips, so to be fair, most adults act like children nowadays anyway. Touche. We don't even know. Spin 04A1. JA having deja vu from last year at practice today. He's got to be. The team the team is the wagon circlers. Okay, Bills guy. I absolutely love it. And the O-line terrifies me. It should terrify all of us. It should absolutely terrify all of us. Guys, by the way, I see 105 likes already, 185 people watching this show. Do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. It takes less than a second. It's completely free. Say, for example, that you're rocking with me and you enjoy coming to these streams, having conversations right amongst ourselves. Please go ahead and just hit that like button. It takes less than a second. Helps me out tremendously. And also, please introduce yourself in the chat. We're building a wild Bills Mafia community here and NFL community. So go ahead, let us know where you are tuning in from specifically. Boogie and a fifth for Jonathan Taylor. I'm not sure if they take that, but I would not be upset with it whatsoever. So McDermott's not there and defense tees off. Not sure if that's a good thing. I mean, maybe they're just running themselves, right? Like Poyer and Hyde are just calling the shots right now. They're just like, hey, let's run this. Let's run this. Say the Jets go 8-9 on the season. My take on their record. What do you think the over-under is on how long it will take for Rodgers to start trashing the team? So I'm not sure if I see the Jets going 8-9. I have the Jets going 12-5 and being a wild card this year. But say that they do go 8-9, I would say probably midway through the season. But and so I have a bit more confidence in the Jets than a lot of people do. And so any love for Taylor Lewan as right tackle. And so I know he's always played left tackle, but he's probably the best out there in free agency. I mean, and so I have been watching his podcast, and it looks like he's lost a considerable amount of weight. So I'm not even sure if he's planning on coming back to the league. And so I know technically he's still a free agent, but we shall see. Well, let's see if Taylor Lewan has played any snaps as a right tackle. If you could say that he hasn't, then I probably wouldn't see that being a possibility. So here's the guy, free agent, starting off. Solid pass block. We fucking need that, right? That would be absolutely ideal. And then, nah, dude. He has only played left tackle snaps. No. Let's actually go 21. Yeah, dude. He's exclusively a left tackle. Haven't really seen that. But, I mean, now we can actually go out ahead and compare Dion Dawkins, right? Except for we paid the guy a shit ton of money. So let's see what we got here. His pass pro is an 80, so about the same. Run blocking, not so much. I mean, I don't know, man. It's definitely tough to have somebody that's been playing a particular position their entire career to make that. But so Cam Lewis with the hit of the day, leveling Latavius Murray on the sideline. Okay, so Latavius Murray is a massive man. So kudos to Cam. Leonard Floyd has been in Josh Allen's grill all morning, absolutely blowing off the ball and into backfield regularly. Spencer Brown, that tight end screen they were practicing earlier comes out and during team, and it's an incompletion on a low throw from Allen Kincaid. Spencer Brown got up slowly, but seems to be okay. The Bills' defenses look good today. I'll say this, very aggressive. So defense is having an absolute day today. Defense is having an absolute day. Offense is not having a good day. Penalties, botched snaps. Josh was visibly frustrated at one point. A good chunk of it seems to be heavy blitzing from the D and the offense playing to handle it. Oh, God. Tensions are rising. Next play, Latavius Murray and Shaq Lawson get into a screaming match. Oh, the bickering Bills, baby. Bad day. Bad day. Bad day for the Bills offense, man. So if you wish for a player to go down for an injury or a jerk, absolutely. Williams coming in saying, who's going to be a good partner for a trade for any player? No, to make the team. William, man, like, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, don't expect, like, us to make any trades for, like, any big-name players, honestly. If we do, it's obviously needs to be offensive line. Obviously needs to be offensive line. Honestly, let me see. Who are free agents? Let me see. Power rankings, free agent rankings. Okay, let's go into here. Let's see who we potentially have. Free agent rankings. Okay, none of these guys are like actually free agents. Let me see. Team needs. Status, unsigned. Let's go position. Let's go tackles. Let's see who we got. All right. Wow. Okay, so this is what we have to offer here, ladies and gents. All right. So right tackle, all we have is, well, I mean, he's left tackle. George Font, season grade 48.4, 2021. I mean, if we want to roll the dice, maybe, right? And so if we want to roll the dice, here, let's go to George Font. I mean, guys, honestly, it's not looking good. It's not looking good right now. I mean, he played left tackle and he played right tackle last year. Dude was getting absolutely crushed the following year. Like, I mean, like 850 left. Yeah, dude, like both of these guys are lefts, like with like a little bit of that. So it's not particularly looking good that way. Maybe let's go guards. Let's go guards real fast. Let's see who else we got. Like, I mean, honestly, guys, like there's really nobody here. There's Dalton Risner. I mean, let's see what he can do, right? Let's see what Dalton Risner can do here, right? Let's see. Dalton Risner. And he's visiting somebody today as well. So, I mean, share this tab instead. I mean, solid pass blocking, but he's left guard. So, I mean, he would be an upgrade, I guess, from McGovern, right? I think he would be an upgrade from McGovern, Connor McGovern. So Dalton Risner would be interesting, but Connor McGovern, I mean, let's see, like, I mean, 74.8, left guard, center, like one of the two. And let me go back into where we were with Risner. I mean, McGovern's better at pass blocking, right? Technically, according to PFF, 2021, 69, 20, 58. Yeah, so like, I mean, he's been slowly but surely getting up and getting better, but how many snaps has he had? Yeah, left guard. I mean, guys, there's really not a lot of options. We have to roll with Spencer Brown, unfortunately. It's just kind of how it works at this point. DF Forever is saying, Dan, we have a really good defensive line. Keep that in mind. We do, Dwayne. That's definitely something we got to talk about. Not much free agency O-line. Yeah, dude. I mean, we just ended up looking at it. It's not looking good. And so Risner's visiting the Vikings as well. But like I said, I mean, I'm not saying that. So I'm not saying that like those PFF scores are the end all be all for evaluating talent by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm really not seeing any free agent that particularly would be somebody that would make a significant impact on this team. And guys, honestly, like, it sucks, but like, tell me the last time that you have seen an offensive lineman like be traded. It's a lot rarer than a lot of people want to talk about. Like, trading for an offensive lineman, like, teams value the trenches so much. I mean, honestly, right? Especially in season. When the hell? Yeah. But like, when do you see it in season or during training camp, right? Yeah. And so Tunsil was like, I mean, how long ago? And so Tunsil was like so long ago. Like, it's one of those positions that you don't see traded too often. Like, you see a lot of receivers being traded midseason. You see running backs, maybe DBs, but like, I would say, like, as far as in the season, it's pretty wild. And so Tunsil got traded to Houston. Didn't Houston trade him back to the Dolphins? No, he's still on the Texans, from my understanding. Riddle me this, Dan. How many wide receivers? I'm saying we keep 6. I'm pretty sure that's in like Brandon Beane's DNA. Okay, the defensive line is dominated today. Josh Allen has plenty of company in the backfield. This is good for the defensive line, bad for the offensive line. Offense not having a good day. Man, we're going to have to. Okay. Rousseau is doing a lot at defensive tackle today. Mixed results. Oh, Rousseau is playing DT. His length can be confining in a phone booth, but he drove Torrance back a few yards on one rep. He's strong enough to make the bull rush effect. Best moments of practice and huge applause for Bills Mafia. Safety, Damar Hamlin picks off Kyle Allen pass and brings it back to the house. Hamlin interception on a ball from Barkley. So the defensive line is dominated today. Dude, what the hell is going on with this squad, ladies and gentlemen? What the hell is going on with this squad? Totally. Hey, brother, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the donation to the channel, man. Goes a long way. And so got to chill on the offensive line. Lots of new parts and rotations happening. Chemistry to come, and Torrance will improve. Our defense is getting them ready. Hey, listen, iron does sharpen iron. Craig, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for that. I try to not be as emotional for it. I think that I still have a little bit of PTSD when it comes into last year with that overall performance. But we do have a lot of very good depth, and that's what we're trying to figure out is the perfect combination of Josh Allen's protection this year. Once again, thank you so much for that, man. Goes a long way. Dan, the conversation to be had, our line is changing it up a lot. They definitely are. Cordy, Glenn, and a few others were the only team who trades offensive linemen. It's a lot rarer than I think that we'll see. Word on the street is Settle and Boogie on the way out. I could see Settle and Boogie being trade candidates, but I'm not sure if we're going to get like picks like in the next couple of years or if we'll get something else. So Gilliam is playing tight end at camp. And so I'm pretty sure he's normally listed as a tight end. Okay, so far, most recent update is defensive tackle that Rousseau is taking a couple of snaps out of DT, which is interesting. Middle linebacker Dorian Williams, the bed bill need a middle linebacker. DJM is saying we have $5.3 million in cap space and can bring in Juwan James at right tackle for $1.77 million. And his pass blocking is pretty stellar. That's pretty damn wild, man. Holy hell. Let me see. Juwan James. Let me talk to this guy. Juwan James, talk to me. Free agent, 31. Let's pull up Juwan James. 31 years old. He's a free agent. He has an 86 pass blocking. He's a left tackle. Didn't play in 2021. 2020 didn't play. 2019. So it looks like that he's had some issues as far as staying healthy. 803. Is he still technically a free agent? Yeah, he's still technically a free agent. I mean, and so he hasn't played ball in the past couple of years. I'm not sure if that would be something that would be entertained, but super interesting. Thanks for the daily update. Sarah, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Certainly goes a long way. Like I said, guys, I am giving you up-to-date news as it comes out on training camp each and every single day you see a practice. From what I understand, during the red and blue game, like there's really no live updates on Twitter. If there is, let me know because I'll stream that as well. But pretty wild. Pretty wild. And so Elam is struggling, but should be coached but not punished. I agree. So then that gives us 4 tight ends: Kincaid, Knox, Morris, and Gilliam. Sounds about right. And so I love Jordan Phillips, but he is on the hot seat. What am I missing? He's just injured as of right now, man. You know, I think that he's pretty solid if he can stay healthy. Some really good defensive tackle depth. He does well. And so you need like $5 million in cap just to get through the season transaction, call players up, and etc. The fan base is rightfully going to be a bit nervous about the tackle position after last year. Front office had to know that. Did Zach Martin request the trade, or just wants more paper? Paper, from what I understand. Where was I going with the tackle? That's it. So Sarah was saying that like we knew that we wanted the tackle. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think right guard was more of a priority for us because really, who else did we have outside of Saffold last year? We thought that Saffold was going to be the dude, but he was not the dude, unfortunately. Saffold was not the dude last year, so I feel like we needed to have that. See what James Cook screen didn't work. Hey, that's why we're working on it, baby. Last team session of the day. Poona Ford is getting some starting reps next to Ed Oliver. First play, completion of Diggs, Elam in coverage. All right. That's what's going on. Last team strategy of the day. Let me see. Spin 0481. Hey, Dan, here's a lock of a parlay. Josh Allen, MVP. Kincaid, Offensive Rookie of the Year. TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. $10 to win $9,000. Holy shit. Put it down, baby. Put it down, man. You know that I love a good parlay. There's updates. I'll take some videos. Do it. Sucks. If Allen only had a good offensive line, a bit more time, he would be epic. I agree with you. And so I like the moves they made at guard, though. So did I. But I feel like that there was so many things that needed to be addressed, and Brandon Beane just prioritized, unfortunately, you know? Brees better than James Cook. So hope is in Poona to save the defensive tackles. I certainly hope that's the case, man. Dan, and so are we looking at the Indy Colts? And so are we looking like the Indy Colts of the Manning era? I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Ty Nsekhe. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure he actually ended up leaving in bad terms with the Bills. Line up Knox in the backfield, fake the handoff, and use him as a lead blocker. That's like 2 bulldozers back to back. I feel like it might be a good idea because we're going to need some help. We're going to need some additional like backfield blocking from either Dawson Knox or Damien Harris because that right line is just so terrible. Go Chiefs in Raiders. My husband's name is Hank, and he likes the Raiders. There's 30 other teams who are terrified of their offensive line. There is. There's maybe like 2 teams that actually have like a solid unit. Bills will go 8-9. Fins fan 7. He's coming in with that slander. Nobody's arguing. Hall's awesome. Yeah, dude. He's a great dude. Boogie Basham is rotating in with the first team. Something to monitor moving forward. He's going to be on the way out, in my opinion. Gabe Superhand's catch of a deep hole shot between the zones of Trey and Taryn. He's had a nice couple of days. Dude, the reemergence of Trey, of Gabe Davis. Josh Allen, throw of the day. All right, here you go. Throw of the day. It's a dart to Gabe Davis right in between the safety and Trey White. It was right next to the sideline. Great catch from Davis as well. The toe touch swag guy is back. James Cook's screen didn't work. Okay, so screen game has been struggling. Offensive line game has been struggling. There's a lot of things that we need to talk about. BNC is coming in saying, smash that like. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at it. We have 120 likes already. Do me a favor. Hit that like button if you have not already. It's free. Takes less than a second. Helps my channel out considerably. It's always a good thing. And by the way, if you are new, please introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know who you are, where you are tuning in from. Love to see how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Hey, Dan, what's your expectations for the season? Do you think we win the Super Bowl or at least get past the divisional round? Parker, more? What's going on, man? Hope all is well, dude. I want us to win the Super Bowl this year, man. I think that we have the team to do it. I think that we have the coaching. I think that we have the skill positions necessary within Dalton Kincaid, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, now that he doesn't have like that extra sense of responsibility of being a wide receiver too. Our defense is going to be wildly aggressive. I feel like we can, man. Like, those are my expectations. If we don't make the Super Bowl and we don't win it, I'm going to be disappointed. This is the year that I'm at. Like, if we don't win a Super Bowl this year, this season's a failure to me. It is a failure to me if we do not win the Super Bowl. And that is something I'm going to die on that hill for. Josh Arnold is saying that our defense giving our offense problems is a great sign. We need to be ready for the Jets. We'll get it together. Absolutely, man, because like that Jets defense is sick. All right. That Jets defense is absolutely sick. It really, really is. So we're going to have to really get back to the drawing board. Okay. But then again, and so our defense is looking pretty good too. I've said this a couple of times. Say that I'm a gambling man, 110%. Which I am, by the way. I'm 1,000% taking the under on Bills Jets. I have no idea what it is, but I'm taking the under on that game. There's no way it's going to be high scoring. Dan. And so if you want to look at bad PFF numbers, type in Saffold guard 2022. I've seen it. It's pretty damn bad. And so every day at camp isn't going to be amazing for both sides of the ball. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. The boys will be ready when it's time to ball. Listen, man, that's exactly what we need right here. Edmund's spot is a glaring hole. Yes and no. Yes and no, man. I think Taylor Rapp being in this situation, being like that nickel DB for us, is going to really put a Band-Aid on the situation. That's me. What's up, Mafia? Fresno, California here. Pumped for the season. So are we, Chris. Welcome. Welcome into the chat, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Guys, by the way, say, for example, that you're absolutely loving this conversation that you're having with myself or also amongst everybody else that is in the chat. Please do me a favor and please go ahead and join that Discord. It's completely free. It does not cost a thing, and it's a great chat room where we discuss fantasy football, sports betting, Bills news, NFL news. It's a great way. I'm really trying to build a massive community this year. I'm trying to make sure that you guys stay entertained all damn year, and we're going to make this happen. I absolutely love it. Super Bowl victory coming in hot. Go Bills. Absolutely, Pez Buff. Garth is saying that anyone else here missed John Murphy. Not having him at camp is like not having your favorite uncle at the Thanksgiving dinner. Absolutely. We sincerely hope that he has a speedy recovery and he gets back as humanly possible. Josh Allen down the right sideline to Dalton Kincaid, incomplete. Matt Milano in coverage. Very good coverage from Milano. Milano with perfect coverage on Kincaid fade. Pass has no chance. Okay. Hey, listen. This is clearly the defense's day. Clearly clearly the defense's day. Saffold was an absolute travesty. Nothing else can do it. Can Rapp play linebacker? He cannot, but it's just going to be a Band-Aid that we are going to implement into our overall scheme that's going to sort of mask the fact that we have a weakness in the middle line, right in the middle linebacker position. Dan is coming in saying, I just read in National Geographic that Dolphins are actually... I like that. Benford, good depth CB and safety. Absolutely. Like, this DB coach has been coming out regularly discussing the fact that he believes that Benford has an opportunity of being able to transition over to safety. Dan, Matt Milano is so bleeping good at football. Velcro coverage on Kincaid. Great ball from Josh Allen, but Milano with a chef's kiss coverage on a deep ball down the sideline. We got Dawson with a great pass breakup on Deontay Hardy. Hey, listen, this is the man that's also going for that middle linebacker position first in the depth chart. Dude, defense is just absolutely having a day today, y'all. Who even knows? Jordan Smith is saying, just read the emotional story about Bucks player Shaq Barrett. I didn't read about that. What's going on with that? It's terrible. And so thank you, host. Saffold fleeced the Bills. Give us that money back. I just read the emotional story about Shaq Barrett. I want to know what that's about. Did anyone say Hamlin is... And so did anyone say how Hamlin was doing in pads? He just got an interception off of Kyle Allen. That was pretty sick. I'm going to have to get a Matt Milano jersey. Pez Buff, listen, man, definitely go check that link in my description. That's where I get all my Bills stuff, and that's where I ordered my actual Milano jersey as well. Just go right to that link for all of your Bills gear this year, guys, if you want to go on ahead and buy some of those ugly-ass sideline hats. Link is right there, so you can just save a step. And so the O-line at 50%, the D-line should look better. I hope so. And so get your Rotten Tomatoes ready. Benford is greater than Dane Jackson. Dan, make it to the Super Bowl again. Jordan Smith, his 2-year-old daughter passed. Oh, dude, holy fuck. That's terrible. That is terrible. And so Hamlin's first tackle back was Damien Harris. Talk about a hell of a first tackle. That's a very difficult tackle to make. So good for him. So bad about Shaq Barrett, man. That's awful. Who's been taking QB2 snaps? Wonder if we have a good option after we go up by 40. I think it's going to be Kyle Allen, in my opinion. And so I think it's going to be Kyle Allen. I don't see Barkley being QB2. I really don't. But we'll have him on the practice squad. It's just because, like, at least Kyle Allen has had, like, some starting experience more recently than Barkley. And so I really can't think of the last time Barkley started a game. And so I think it might have been that game against the Jets a couple of years ago when we already, sort of made the playoffs and clinched. I feel like it was like what? It was like 2019 or something last time he did. Or 2020, I don't know. And so the Chiefs will win a Super Bowl again. That's Milky right there, guys. Chevy, what's going on? And so they made that rule where a third QB doesn't count for an active roster spot. So they will both be active. Yeah, I do remember that. As far as like the depth chart is concerned, I think that we're going to be seeing Kyle Allen in backup situations over Barkley. That's just me. Ronald Darby, free agent, washed up, I assumed, more than likely, and I really don't think that we want to like spend money in that like arena. I feel like we're fine in DBs, and so I feel like we're more than fine with DBs. Someone stop the Milkyverse. Fascinated by the Milkyverse. It is it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, man. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty easy to recognize patterns in language. And so you can tell just by the way that they type that it's the same person. So this is the Bills year for sure. I'm picking out my parade outfit. I feel like all of us are. Absolutely all of us are. I have counted 3 false starts today. Fuck. Again. Up. Josh Allen just topped his throw to Gabe Davis on a post route to Khalil Shakir. Allen stepped up and threw it between the safeties, perfectly placed. Shakir dropped it. Shakir, come on, bro. Cam Lewis having a day. I just knocked the ball out of Shakir's hands deep. Had a big hit on Murray earlier. Cam Lewis having himself a nice little day. Guys, it's just not the offense's day today, guys. And so you can argue that the defender could have gotten his hand in there, but from my vantage point, Shakir needs to catch that ball every single time. And so we got Milky, and so she's arguing with herself in the chat. She's literally arguing with herself in the chat. This is wild. Anyway, Shell's decent depth. I just wanted a bit more because Brown's been a bit inconsistent since he started, but hopefully strengthening guard will help the tackles out a bit. I really like Torrance. I really, really like Torrance. Me too. And we need him. Remember, no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Dante, what's up, man? And so they've been saying Dawkins has been getting cooked. He was getting cooked last year. He's been getting cooked last year, man. It's pretty bad. Yeah, Sarah, it's 1,000% a kid. It's 1,000% a kid. Battle of the burner accounts. Let me see. What else we got here? Let's go back to the lists. Yo, whoever is modding, put the Milky Verse in timeout. Dan, the Finns are winning it all. So put the Milky Verse in timeout for me. Mo Brown. What's going on, man? And so I need my Lombardi. We all do, man. We all need that damn Lombardi, brother. It's going down. Tony. It's how many players that don't make the team will we trade for pick or maybe a better player? Bro, listen, man. I know that you want to trade so bad. but don't expect anything sexy. Don't expect any big name coming here in a trade. Really. We just don't simply have the funds to make it work. What you see from the Buffalo Bills right now, what you see is what you're likely going to get this season. We're not bringing in any large name at all. Maybe we trade away Settle. Maybe we trade away Boogie Basham. Maybe we'll get some depth pieces or something like that. But we will see. So DF Forever says done. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure she's a kid, right? So I don't want to be mean to her, but she's, I don't know. My thing is with my show, I kind of want to step away from anything annoying, obviously, because obviously I want you guys to continue to hang out with me, and things like that is sort of what drives away people from things. So that's my thing. And so do they let you IP ban? No, they do not, unfortunately. I wish that they could. That would be ideal. So I like shorter. Yeah, Sarah, you're right. That's exactly why I don't want to permanently ban her. She's a kid, she's having her fun, she's doing her thing. Say that it gets annoying, just ignore her, I guess. That's what I'm doing. Let me see. Let's talk about it. Bills beat. Okay. 6 minutes. It's been a second to knock it out. D Schnuts just came in on the Discord and he shared a tweet saying that, oh man, they're just getting absolutely dominated right now when it comes into it. Guys, listen, I've been seeing some more people join. Look at that, baby. More people are joining the Discord. Shout out to Haas Bonaventure, CEO, rolling on into the Discord. Ladies and gents, go on ahead and join into the Discord. The conversation never stops there. We are King Dante. Where's the dog? The dog's not here, baby. Dog's not here, brother. All right. It's a beautiful thing. We ended up going on ahead. And my brother got back this morning, so I'm back. So no dog today, which is good. So I'm going to be able to actually have a pretty solid stream without that sweet little puppy barking in my ear the entire time. What about draft picks then? What can we get who to make the roster? I mean, hopefully we can get like a couple of thirds or fourths, some conditionals based off of what we like pan over, but we have a lot. We have a lot of draft picks already this year. So, I mean, we'll see. After COVID, Dawkins hasn't been the same. He really hasn't. It's sad. Justice Dunn is saying, Dan, hit the gritty for every J touchdown. Okay, someone's got to teach me how to do it. Bada bing. Saying Haas in the Discord is me, Dan. That's just the gamer tag. My man, brother. Welcome in. And so I can ask Dan who let the dogs out. Oh man, absolutely, dude. Listen, I love my brother's dog, but man, she did not want me streaming yesterday. That's for sure. She did not want me streaming. She wanted all the attention on her little furry face. But that's all right. She's a sweet dog. 10 picks already. No bark. And so good morning, Mafia. Hey, Dan. Diggs is looking like shiny car like. Absolutely. He is, dude. He's balling. He's the best player on the field so far. And then Gabe Davis has been shining absolutely as well. Hey, you know you're right. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I sincerely appreciate that. Goes a long way. Guys, best way to support the channel is quite simply by hitting that like button. 174 people in here already. And then there are only 133 likes. So let's get that up to like 150, 155 in the next 10 minutes. If you guys are just coming in, I'm giving you up-to-date news out of Buffalo Bills training camp as it is leaked. So go ahead and hang out. And please introduce yourself in the chat if you are new here. You know you're right. And so thanks for doing this every day, Dan. Your dedication is greatly appreciated. No one else goes live for as long as you do to get as much info out as possible. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I've been having fun. Like, I've been missing covering football, like having actual news. And these streams are going to be like this for a long time. During the season, I'm going to be doing these streams as well. I'm not sure if 3 hours, but definitely. As always, like once training camp is over, for example, tomorrow we don't practice, so I'm just going to be back to my normal, 11 o'clock stream. Or, I mean, maybe I'll start at 10 a.m. and go all the way to 12. I don't know. There's probably a lot of stuff that we could figure out. But yeah, most definitely, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we're going to trade up like 5 third years next season, right? Yeah, for the best like right tackle in the game. So we'll give you 4 third, 5th, 4ths, and a few 6s. Yo, my name is Dante. I love the Bills. It is not even a conversation that Dr. Mitchell is the best Bills YouTuber. I thank Dad for streaming every day and helping me with my little depression like a year ago. Yo, man, listen, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. And so I hope your journey has been going through, bro, honestly. You know? Like I said, brother, you've survived 100% of every single day you ever lived, all right? So you're batting 1,000. And so you've survived every single bad day in your entire life. It's pretty solid if you ask me. Bad days always go away, bro. And so to answer the question on Elam perceived issues, I had someone ask me about a computer tech issue. Dude. No, with Elam, man, like I said, I just wish that he was a better zone corner. He has a lot to do. But, I mean, I guess he's been okay in practice today for the most part. Let's see if we have any other updates from the Bills beat. Okay, so things have gotten quiet in Bills camp as far as Twitter is concerned. But let's do it. Dan just hit 16,700 subscribers. Congrats. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. I have a very, very huge goal this year. Like by the end of the season, I want to have 25,000 on YouTube. I want to have 50,000 on TikTok, and I want to have I mean, might as well just shoot for the stars. And so I want to have 10,000 on Twitter as well. But that comes in with a lot of hard work, a lot of situations. Sarah, again, with the donation. Thank you so much. I can't wait for the season. Love all of my Mafia fam. We love you as well, Sarah. You've been around for a very long time, and we appreciate everything that you do. The Bun Twins coming on in. How is Leonard Floyd looking? Apparently, he has been in Josh Allen's face all day. Absolute all day. Maybe it has to go with the fact that our offensive line has been struggling, but today was like the biggest piece of news that has come from him. So far, he has been in Josh Allen's face all damn day. I'm not sure if that has to do with Spencer Brown being the guy that he has to go over, but it's looking like he's making it happen. Let me see. And so a fellow Bills fan stated to me that we should trade for Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. Your thoughts? Hey, man, listen, I would love it. I definitely would love it. JT doesn't have a say in where he is traded. The reason he wants out of Indianapolis is because Jim Irsay basically said that he wasn't going to pay him. So I suppose that he could trade him over to the Buffalo Bills on a rental. And if he goes well, it's great. But I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm fine with our running back room. I think our running back room is completely fine. I love Damien Harris. I love Latavius Murray. Sounds like James Cook is doing well. I think if there's any moves we make, it's got to be offensive line. That is the only situation I would like to have. Must be time for a freaking snack. I love it. Milky. You will make it, Dan. Daisy left. And so we got 10 draft picks right now. How many are we really going to have next year? I'm sure we'll probably use those for like some trade packages, but we will see. Pablo Rodriguez is saying, Pablo here from West Texas. Enjoy your show. Started watching last year. Good stuff. Pablo, listen, man, I really appreciate you coming in, bro. Definitely, it's wild how far this has grown, how much this has grown since I started back in 2019. I love every single second of it. I really, really do. It's one of my favorite things. So Tyreek and Waller better than Diggs. Hey, Dan, is Josh Allen looking more accurate throwing into the depot in the short ball? From reports so far, he's been doing very well. I mean, there's definitely been some freak interceptions of just great coverage from the secondary. But so far, things are looking great. I'll say this about the defense today. The Bills were doing a ton of double A gap pressures with single high looks, and we're getting constant pressure all day. The defense looked good and won the day. The offense wasn't able to adjust. Ooh, talk to me. Whatever Stephon Diggs' issue were during the offseason, he's not only put them to rest with his words, but also with his play. So far during training camp, he's been virtually unguardable. That and much more in my Bills Tuesday camp recap. Oh, my God. Who's more pumped about? Oh, okay, she's going to be on the show. Love that. Day 6 observations. Chris Brown's coming in. Let's see what we got here. Pass rush has been consistently good the last few days. Davis makes another big play. And then we'll get back to that, but somebody's live. Talk to me. We got Damien Harris. Talk to me.
But just his personality, he's like a big kid, I know you guys know that. He loves to have fun. He's always got a smile on his face. I was actually having a conversation with him yesterday during a walkthrough, and he's just talking about, I'm always in a good mood. I'm always happy. Nothing can break that. And I respect it. I admire it. And, it's very infectious throughout anybody that comes in contact with him.
The audio is a hell of a lot better now.
That's been I wouldn't use the word surprise, but it's definitely been something that, has that I've liked to get to know that side of him. Obviously he's a great football player, and, when we're between the white lines, he's very serious. He's about his business. But, outside of that, he likes to keep everybody engaged, keep a smile on everybody's face. And I think that kind of personality and mentality, it keeps guys fresh mentally and, ready. Hey, there's my friend back there. Hey, what's going on, twin? What's up, pal?
Who?
Yeah, it keeps all of us, like I said, it clearly rubs off on all of us, so it keeps guys locked in and, having a good time during the dog days of camp.
And this person sounds just like James Cook. Tell us about Jimbo. I mean, what would have been your impression?
Good old Jimbo. Jimbo's a different cat. He is a little bit more mild-mannered. But he's once you peel back the layers, he's got that same personality. He likes to have fun. We all do. We're all in this together, and we all love to just, first and foremost, come out here and compete every single day. But, once we're off the field, whether it's in the meeting rooms or whatever, when we're watching film, we cut up. We like to have fun. We like to laugh. We joke. Obviously, with Coach Skip in there, is laughs and smiles all day long. So, Jimbo, he's a great teammate. He's a great competitor. And, we're lucky to have him out there on the field. And, I just love being able to be a part of that room. We got a lot of great players in that room. So, all we do is go in there every day, put our best foot forward. That way we can be the best group. That way we can do what we can to affect the offense the best way that we can.
And how much of a sense of obligation do you feel as this group to improve this running game, which has been a shortcoming? Part of the reason you're here, obviously. Do you sense that that they need to get that better? Give me a collective mindset of that.
I mean, to answer your question, yes.
I
definitely feel that obligation personally, as well as, all the guys in the room. not because of a lack thereof in the past, but just because that's what we're here to do. As running backs, we got to do a lot of jobs. We got to block, we got to run, we got to catch, we got to do all things. So, whether it's running the ball, catching the ball, running good routes, blocking, protecting Josh, we take a lot of pride in that. So obviously we want to improve the run game, but we want to improve the pass game. We want to improve the pass protection game, however we can positively affect the offense, that's what we're here to do.
It all kind of goes hand in hand, right? I mean, especially if you look at, given what other offenses you've been a part of, and you compare to this one, you give Josh Allen real balance, right? With a really consistent, more consistent running game. What does that generally mean?
Well, I mean, it sounds like you answered your own question, but
I suppose I'm leading you in a direction.
Yeah.
But
right. I mean, I'll put it to you this way. I would love to. I say this personally. I know that we all feel this way, but I want to take as much of the burden off of Josh as I possibly can. I want to let him to be able to go out there and play free, throw the ball, stay healthy. Do his thing. Obviously, he's a freak of nature, so he does a lot of things. But if I can take some hits off his shoulders and keep his legs fresh, I'd love to do that. You know what I mean? Whether that's him throwing me the ball in the backfield, that way he doesn't get hit, I'd love to do that. Whether that's picking up blitzes, that way the pocket's clean and he doesn't have to get hit in the pocket.
Protection,
I'd love
please.
to do that. So whatever we can do, obviously, to make the offense better. Obviously Josh is a big part of that. So we want to protect him, obviously, and keep him at his best, along with obviously being in tune with the rest of the offense.
You talked about the room and all the things you guys got to do. We tend to look at the running back position as you guys having certain skill sets that maybe work. He's a bigger back, quick out of backfield. Do you guys ever look at it that way? And if so, what specifically do you feel like is your best skill to bring to this running back?
To answer the first part of your question, it doesn't matter. We know that everybody outside, no offense, you guys obviously have a job to do, but everybody on the outside looking in, they have to label us, this guy can do this guy does this guy brings this to the table. But at the end of the day, Coach Skip, he coaches us all the same. Coach Dorsey, he coaches us all the same, whether it's run game, pass game, whatever. Some of us are on special teams, whatever the case may be, we're coached up all the same. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, well, this guy does this, so he's going to just practice this, and then these guys are just going to practice that. Like, that's not the way that it works. We all know that regardless of who's in, the play calls are probably going to be the same. You know what I mean? So we all have to just continue to craft our skill set. That way we can be good in all phases of the offense. And me personally, I just want to bring, that physicality that I've played with my entire career. I want to bring that joy, that infectious personality. I feel very fortunate to play this great game. And every time I step on the field, I feel God moving through me, because, he didn't have to choose me to be in this position. And, I just feel so blessed and so grateful to step on this field, especially with my teammates, with this great organization. So, I want to bring that positivity to the team and just, let everybody feel that from me and just let it flow through the whole team, because at the end of the day, we're all so blessed and we're also fortunate to play this great game. So, I don't ever take a day for granted because I don't know, when my last play is going to be, when my last day is going to be. But what I can promise you is that my last day will be meaningful because every time I step out here, I leave it all out there.
Damien, you're so well versed in so
Thank you.
As a running back. I'm buttering you up.
Keep going.
What's your take on the whole running back situation? Just this whole.
No, surprisingly not.
What's going on in your life?
So I'll be right back, guys.
I mean, I think that without saying, I think you guys know how all the running backs feel when this conversation comes up. I choose not to speak on it right now because at the end of the day, I signed my name on the dotted line and my ink is dry and I'm under contract. So me, talking about it's not going to affect my situation right now. I'm all about being in the present, being where my feet are. And as of right now, I'm a Buffalo Bill and that's what my focus is on. It's just being a Buffalo Bill.
Is it fair? Okay.
You're going to try again, aren't you? I know you are. You're going to give it another shot. Okay.
How's this one?
Are you going to butter me up first or not?
Well, you've been so cooperative and congenial.
Okay, round of applause. Yeah, that was great.
So Jonathan Taylor's situation, though, feels like it's different than so many others in a lot of different ways. Ownership is a conversation about it. You're going nowhere. Do you feel
as a fellow back and someone that I'm guessing you know pretty well, what's your sense of this situation? Do you have any?
To be completely honest, I'm not too familiar with the situation. I'm not on social media right now.
Love
It's
this guy.
camp. I'm in my playbook right now. I'm in the meetings and stuff. So I'm not really on social media. I know that he requested a trade,
Brian.
and the ownership is saying something. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with it, so that's not something I would comment on because I'm not very well versed in that.
And one of the questions that you got asked about earlier was what you learned about Josh. Is there anybody you maybe didn't know about a lot that you have learned from the time that you got here that surprised you, whether it be a single person or even like a position group?
What surprised me the most is I learned that Matt Milano loves house music. He loves the real upbeat, like
That's not a surprise.
Like we
That's
were doing, we were getting massages last night. A couple of guys, and we literally had a full on like house music DJ fest. It was like me, him, Big Greg, Questenberry. Even Tim Settle came in, and he was kind of vibing with the house music. So I think we had a pretty good playlist going. I think we got it pretty down pat. But that was I would say about an individual person. I did not expect Matt Milano to be a house music fan. So that definitely surprised me.
Like Matt Milano looks like that he could be on the Jersey floor, bro.
No,
Exactly.
really, because we had a full conversation about house music. Because I'm not gonna I'm not the biggest house fan. Like I'm not the biggest in the world, but I dabble a little bit. You know what I mean? I dabble. So we would go back and forth comparing this song to that song. Plus, Matt, he's a New England guy. He went to BC and where I was in New England for a little bit. So him and I have like a small connection from that. But I think I got Milano to open up.
Hey Chris, 716, use my name at checkout and they'll give you 10% off.
So I definitely just outed him on that, and I do not care at all. So if he's got a problem with that. Yeah, I'm trying to hold on. What was his favorite song? Hold on, let me think. If I have my phone, I can't think of the name of it, but if I have my phone, I will play it.
Some John Summit, bro. Just rip some John Summit in there. Knock it out.
Last year, Ramondre got a lot of catches, but you're a pretty smooth catcher of the ball, even though that wasn't your primary running back role, if you will. Just what do you
say, Larry? No issue, man.
This is a passing offense. If you get the opportunity to show that ability, how do you feel about showing off your catching ability here?
So shout out to Spaz for joining the Discord as well, guys. Say, for example, you wanted to check out the Discord. Conversation never stops.
Well, you started by saying, I'll say
that Discord,
in the middle, you alluded to the fact that I was a smooth catcher of the ball. I don't want to misquote you. Okay. A smooth catcher of the ball. And then you mentioned that this is a passing offense. So I would think that if I was a smooth catcher of the ball, that I'd probably fit in well in a passing offense.
That's the guy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Listen, man, I feel like a lot of
Let's go, Buffalo.
Oh, did he just steal my send-off? Did Damien Harris just steal my send-off? Let's go, Buffalo. I think he did. I think he just stole my send-off. Okay, so I think it's confirmed that dude washes my stuff. Damien, what's up, bro? How's life, man? How's life, dog? How's life, baby? Wow, holy hell. Bocce is so good. I am hungry. Listen, guys, like I said, as always, I'm going to remind you, when you go to Bocce Club Pizza, please say Dan Mitchell sent you. All right, code Dan. They will give you 10% off, takeout, delivery, in person, and they are also delivering nationwide. So when you order online, type in code Dan, and you will get 10% off. You do that, baby. You do that. You knock it off. Make it work. He's got to. He has to. He has to watch me, bro. That is wild. Damien Harris, bro, hit me up, dog. Please come on the show. Let's chill. Okay, listen, I will show you some house music. No, not at all, bro. He is more than welcome to use it. Post a clip of him and you saying it side by side. Yo ho ho. Love those words. Stole it. No, not at all, man. He's more, dude. He is more than happy. Let's go, Buffalo. You're right, TM. Just throw that TM on there. And so I got me some buffalo wings coming in an hour. That is right. So I thought he was Gabe Davis the whole interview. Nope. Bada Bing is saying Harris and Milano chilling in the massage room, doing the party boy dance. And so I wrote a paragraph explaining the Diggs issues, man. Yeah, my bad, bro. And so I was sitting there watching the Damien Harris situation. And so I definitely do my best to go on ahead and get to all of the chats as possible, guys. There's Jalen Ramsey right over there. He's observing practice. And so the good news is that the Buffalo Bills defense was suffocating today. The bad news is quite obvious. We'll share all my thoughts later on. Locked on Bills. Joe Marino. Damien Harris says Josh Allen was his favorite player even before signing with the Bills. Hey, you got to love that. I'm about to retweet that. Double A gap stuff. I'm sitting here trying to like come out with these because like I like have to do like a TikTok video about the Bills. Pass rush has been consistent. Davis makes another big play. Pass breakups to Lewis, Dotson, and Milano. Middle linebacker down to 2 candidates. Elam getting more time with the ones. Right guard the most for the 3rd straight day. Osiris Torrance. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. We're live with Damien Harris. We already got that. I feel like we'll go live with somebody else here shortly. I just don't know who we're going to be speaking to. So Josh Allen just topped his throw. Okay, we already got all that stuff. Let's see who else. There's got to be another interview that we're missing or it's coming in. But anyway, let's just go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. You guys are always where it's going. Harris and a Dal Mafia collaboration in the – wow, look at that. Ha, Chris. No, not at all, man. Not at all. That's a Bills player, man. Like, hey. And so he can use my taglines as much as my man does, as much as he wants to, brother. I'm fine with that. And so I just feel like that would be a great way to give him a public hint. Oh, man. Most definitely. And so they need to be fully dialed in the playoffs. That means resting players more since everyone goes to the playoffs anyways. Manage rest. Hey, I'm completely fine with it myself. Let's go ahead and check this out. All right, so things have been quiet. I'm sure the media is waiting on somebody else to speak. I don't know who's going to be there, but, I mean, I love the Damien Harris interview. I really did. Guys, and I feel like the biggest takeaways today is that we should be happy with our defense. Apparently, they're putting up a bunch of different schemes, and they're looking aggressive. Wildly aggressive. So that's something I think a lot of us need to just be completely excited for, really. Offense, on the other hand, that's going to go on ahead and make us nervous and a difficult time to make that. We will see. Milky is on a quest to get me 25 million subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That would be amazing. Dan, we were talking about the guy who said he was a Bills player in the chat. You remember that? I'm not even sure if it was. Maybe it was Damien Harris. I don't know. But, like, we had somebody that had a burner account that was suggesting that they were a player. But pretty wild. I remember that. Good content. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. Guys, listen, I am still dumbfounded that all of you like to come in and hang out with me on a regular basis. Like I said, I am legitimately giving you up-to-date news every single day during training camp until it is over with. I'm going to be doing live play-by-play games as well for the preseason games, followed by film review as well afterwards. So this August is going to be a great time. So definitely go on ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Bills football is back, baby. All right. And the season is almost here. 40-something days, and we're back into what we love most as football fans, as Bills fans, man. Things are just going absolutely wild. And I love seeing each and every single one of you in here. So subscribe as well. and say, for example, that you guys wanted to continue the conversation like from the live chat, join my Discord, man. Okay, honestly, giant shout out to Spaz61 for joining, Haas Bonaventure CEO for joining, McCare777, Bills Bouncer, Gerald Jackson, Josh1991, MB Surfer, West Coast Bills Mafia, Nolan. Listen, guys, this chat. Oh, we have one more as well. Where's it? Okay, never mind. It's uploads. NFL Talk. What we got? Wow, somebody's name is Cummy. Cummy. Okay, what's this about? And so a petition to change the Commander's name back to the Redskins now has over 37,000 signatures and counting. Ron Rivera acknowledged that they have been saying the term Redskins a lot recently, but that they say it with the utmost respect to Native Americans. Bills, bruh. Foreman just came in and said, bruh. Not necessarily sure what he means by that, outside of the fact that the offensive line was getting dominated, but that's just a little sneak peek right here, guys. We have the fantasy football chat, which is always good. We're talking about certain mock drafts that we put in and stuff or like that. We have bad takes, which is solid. Sports betting, which is one of my favorites as well. That's going to be heating up here in a little bit as the games get by. So go on ahead and join the Discord. You will not be disappointed. We have a lot of fun things going on in there. Let's see. I'm tuning in from Fort Myers. Love you, Dan. Thank you. Twisted Faith, I love you as well. Thank you so much for joining in with me today. It's been a wild day at camp, man. Josh Allen ended up getting his ankle hurt. The defensive line has absolutely been destroying the offensive line all day, and the defense had a day. Very few highlights from the offense, from my understanding. William is coming in saying, so who are the injury players from every team to get hurt this team this season? Largest notable names is Tim Patrick from the Broncos. That was a big one. They also had Jalen Ramsey, obviously. He's out until December. Joe Burrow ended up hurting his calf. It's a calf strain. He'll be out for a couple of weeks, but he'll be back by week 1. There's no way. We will see. And so I'm missing the start of the season on vacation all of September. Hey, man, listen, it's completely fine. Just go ahead and make sure you tune into the games, baby. Find a way to watch them games, baby. And so, guys, so could we just try to Dr. Mitchell for giving us his time? Hey, no, not at all, man. I love doing this. And so, like, yeah. And so I'm not doing anybody any favors. This is something that I just love doing, and I love that you guys love watching me do it. So, but Dante, peace, my brother. You're the man. Always have been. Dan, also don't forget to congratulate Daisy for coming here. Milky, that's your alter ego. Milky, come on. Come on, Milk. We know that you have like 7 burner accounts, man. Admit it. Delusional Patriots fan. I don't know if you can say it with respect. A quick Google search. Yeah, no. 99 swag, 98 arm. Washington Commanders. I'm ready to play y'all on week 3. And so I want to sack Josh Allen 5 times. Washington Commanders rolling on in, bro. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, man. Always a good thing. All right, let's see if there's any other interviews that we can react to. Yeah, there's got to be something. Okay. So you'll feel good after talking with new Bills running back Damien Harris. It's no accident. That's his goal for every day, every interaction. Wants to make people happy, man. Look at that. I'm happy about that situation. And so I'm wondering even if anybody is going to be interviewed for the rest of the day or if practice is over for the most part. And so we've been going 2 hours and 12 minutes already, ladies and gents. Hey, Sean, what's going on, bro? Hope all is well. What? Can we get the Washington Wolves, please? So many easy merch opportunities. Sarah Christine. And so if our offensive line doesn't tighten up soon, you may get your wish. Oh, man. Holy hell. That is a situation. Let's see. So Damien Harris says Josh Allen was his favorite player. We already read that, man. We're just sitting here going through that. Let me go ahead and actually go back to the chat real fast as we wait for any other notable news to come out, like any interviews that I think that we want to hear. Let's see what is going on. Guys, honestly, like, what was your biggest takeaway of practice today? Sound off in the chat about that. I definitely want to know. My biggest takeaway is that the offensive line has been absolutely terrible. I think that has been the case. I think that has wildly been the case so far. Let's see what else we got. 16,709 people subscribe to Dom Mafia. That is absolutely wild. Oh, yeah, that Harris might watch Dan. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. I've heard a couple of things like in the past. So I guess like this is alleged. And so I guess like a certain Bills player was upset about a TikTok that like I posted a long time ago. And so I heard that through the grapevine of somebody that cuts hair like up in Buffalo or something like that. Like they like wouldn't tell me who the player was, but like I mean, you have to guess like these players, like they're in like their young 20s, right? So like they're definitely like in the social media era. Like they watch TikTok, they watch YouTube, they watch like Instagram and stuff. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like some of them watch me. But so hopefully I don't piss anybody off because sometimes I get pretty, what's it called? Screens. I love seeing them practice what we have failed to see on the field. 5% last year, one of the worst in the entire division. William, what player do you want from a free agent now and maybe next year? William, man, dude. William's wheeling and dealing with some business transactions over here for the Buffalo Bills. Man, there's quite a bit that, and so I would like, but it's the matter of can we afford it? Will Brandon Beane do it? Huge Hunter Renfrow like sort of guy. Like I would love to have Hunter Renfrow on this team. I think that he would be the best slot receiver we have like almost immediately if he can stay healthy, obviously. Definitely some offensive linemen. I really want like a stud right tackle, which would be ideal. But is Josh Allen hurt? I guess someone stepped on his ankle. Not particularly sure who, but where was Sean McDermott at? He had a personal family matter, apparently. Not entirely sure. Backbone 5 is saying it sounds like Shakir has had a lot of drops in camp so far. And it's crazy too, right? Because all of us wanted Shakir to be the guy last year, but then we ended up bringing Cole Beasley in, and then 3 days later, he was the starter. So was the drop issue something we've been seeing from Shakir all of last year's practices? Maybe. Maybe that's coming out. Dan, go up to read my comment. Last time, Richard is saying a massive man. Him next to Osiris would be huge on the right side. Right? Make no mistake, they go to the dorms and soak up content if they want positive feedback. Play good. Absolutely. 1,010%. They're going back. So I guarantee you somebody's going to be watching my stuff. And so they're young, right? Like they're like low mid 20s. Like they're 1,000% consuming content about the Buffalo Bills. 110%. So Shakir looks pretty clutch in the preseason. Absolutely. Starred 5. Beautiful. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for the day. Let me double check and see if there's anybody else at the podium for an interview. I don't believe so. If there is, then we'll stay on here for a second. Oh, there is. Look at that. Dion Dawkins.
Yeah. So what else is going on? Looked like a good day for the pass rush out there today. What did you see from them that allowed
Talk to us, Dion.
Maybe find their way a little bit against you guys?
Do I start shit talking? I think I start shit talking, right? So like we've been practicing for a little while now. We've been kicking their butt. So then, they come out with a little fire and sometimes they win. Like that's the beauty of having a team that you can grow with. You give, you take, you shoot for and put the stars, and sometimes they win and sometimes we win. But the beauty of it is we're getting better. We're getting better. Like definitely. Every rep, guys are not thinking about it as like, man, I just lost that rep. It's more so like, yo, this is why you finally won. This is what you did. And guys are learning. AJ and Greg Rousseau and Tim and like all like of these guys, like they're starting to rally. And it's a beautiful thing to honestly see. But up and downs of camp, like that's just the way it goes. Like if we were like talking about offense, it'd be boring. So it's back and forth, ping pong.
But at one point, it looked like, and I'm not going to get into detail on this, but you came over to the sideline. I think you're talking to yourself. Yeah. And you looked like you were having a very specific technique conversation.
100%.
Okay. Can you give me a feel for what, it's a team?
You got a good eye, huh?
So go ahead.
Good eye. So that rep, Greg came off and he slipped a little bit. He slipped. And I told Greg, I said, you won that rep, but just know I love you and you won that rep. I said that I could have literally pushed you into the ground because you missed your footing. And he slipped a little bit where, Greg's a taller guy. So when he gets to a lower base, with me being a bigger guy, I could have literally just pushed him down, fell on him, did whatever. But he won the rep. And I just was telling him that you just have to be careful when you're changing levels. Because, guys, not they try to be like Vaughn, but, with having Vaughn around, a lot of people try different moves, right? So I'm telling him, look, if you try it like that when playing against a player like me that has a little bit more experience, not that I would try to hurt you, but I would take you out of the game. I would lay on you, I will fall on you, and then the next opponent that will come in will be a stage less. It'll be easier for me. So I was just telling them just to be careful with going from high to low and low to high at a slower pace. If you do it, you have to be just quick. Just be quick doing it, because then it takes me off of balance and, shoot for the stars. But he did a good job of coming back up and then looping around for the strip sack, which is cool.
So it sounds like he's downplaying this whole situation.
I
competitive
really
fire.
when it's a plus and minus, because
I didn't block him because I didn't want to kill him.
It was a plus, and I made 100% of my shots and my blocks. Then it'll be weird. Nobody's perfect.
Dion, I know Josh is always the same old Josh. He's been the same way. When people talk about him being maybe more focused or more something, asking the agents, he's talked about, having the window, there's a window that's there, and he's worried about it closing on some of the players here on this team. What have you noticed about that?
Josh said that?
Josh said that. What's your appreciation of that?
Of being aware of where we're at.
Yes.
Truly mind, body, and soul, understanding that we have to be where our feet are. And in situations, you have to understand that life comes and life goes, right? As a Buffalo Bills team, we understand what opportunity we have in front of us. And it won't always look like this forever. That's just impossible. So basically what I'm thinking that he's saying is we just have to capitalize on that moment. And on a team and like this, everyone's good. Everyone's good. So not that it's that next man, but just take full advantage of your opportunity and go when it's time to go. When it's time to chill off of the field, chill. But when it's time to go, and don't miss opportunity, because the window could either open up extremely big or it can close extremely fast.
Has he grown in that sense? Matured. Not to say he was immature, but matured in that.
Josh is on the cover of Madden. He's on the cover of Madden, so he's done something where the world sees him as a mature person. They wouldn't put somebody who's a nutcase, Josh is a grown man, and he's been leading us for a long time. I've been protecting him for 6 years. I've been here for 7, and Josh has been doing a great job. And he's my little brother, but he's my bigger brother. And he knows how to lead. He knows how to be a man. And I respect it. And he has no kids. And he carries himself like
he's got no kids.
Family of life, of just matureness and mental. So, I respect it. 17 all day.
Dion, I know you guys block out the noise, but a year ago you were the Super Bowl favorites, and this year people are looking at him differently. Do you like
look at who differently?
The franchise, not specifically the Bills.
Who cares? Who cares? The people that sit at their desk, eat Twinkies, and eat all type of stuff, order DoorDash, and never been on a football field. Some have.
Yo, bro, I like DoorDash, man.
I don't care. Look, bro.
I like DoorDash.
Now you can honestly only focus on the now. When you
Twinkies
think about
and DoorDash,
past, that goes into memory. When you think about the future, that goes into imagination. Are you imagining life, or are you being in the present moment? In the present moment, the Bills are up. The people could say what they want. We don't have to be your favorite, but we're going to be our favorite, and we're going to win games. That's what it is.
Has your approach to that, all the outside stuff, has it changed as you've been in the league a little longer and just become a little more comfortable in your spot in the league?
Sorry, say it just one more time.
Okay. Has your attitude toward the outside noise, has it changed as you've been in the league a little bit longer?
And you know me very, very, very well. So, yes, mind, body, and soul, bro. I used to care about a lot of things, and now with me being older, I get to preach to the guys, mind, body, and soul, with Poyer, and be where your feet is at. Truly, be where your feet is, And who cares? Really, who cares, man? People are gonna hate. People are gonna talk. People are gonna say, "Oh, you had another hole." Who gives a f? Who cares? I'm still
Look at
there.
this energy, man.
They're still on the sideline in the bleachers, eating hot dogs and drinking beers, and they're still coming. Who cares, man? And we're gonna be the Buffalo Bills the way that we're taught and coached, the Sean McDermott way. Like he's out, like our coach, and we're a representation of him. And our minds are here in the moment. You know, we're not looking way there. We're right here. I'm right here with you guys. And then when this moment is over, I'm gonna be with those guys. And then with the next thing and the next thing. And that's how you win the individual battles, right? Like people try to do all these different things, and bro, only God, bro. Only God.
Only God, baby.
I'm only Dion, the human being that just tries to show love, and my mind is present. And it will never be somewhere else. It'll be present from here on out.
Dion, you've gone through plenty of camps, learning to work with someone new on your right side.
You got a bald head now?
You just noticed that?
What? Yo, I just noticed that. That is ridiculous.
I will tell you that I can't say verbatim because they're live streaming what Shaq told me earlier, but it messed him up is what he said.
It's clean, bro. You taking care of yourself.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
You've seen where it's going for years.
100%. And I'm glad that you finally embraced it, bro. You a grown man now, bro. Look, mind, body, soul, bro. Be where your feet at.
I appreciate you.
For sure.
But you've learned to work with a new person to your right plenty of training camps.
No, every year.
Every year.
Let's just say and what it is. I've had a new guard every single year.
So what have you learned?
I got you, bro.
How to best ramp things up and develop
I got you.
chemistry with someone new since you've done it every year?
Lead. Just set that tempo, set that tone, and let them follow. You know, and not to say that he's following me in this moment, but they're watching. You know, lead. And the rest will follow behind. Rally and but the troops, if we're going to be physical, don't talk about it, show it. And then when he's doing something that's not physical enough, I'm telling you. And it's just and what it is. If your heart is hurt, if your feelings are hurt, it's not the place for you. You know, like not that we have a short window, but we have a window that we all know. It's kill or be killed, and we understand. And we're going for it. Like we're trying to win every moment at the best of our ability. And if you're doing anything less than the best, we have a problem.
Are you looking forward to Friday's practice back in Orchard Park? Or that kind of
Man, I posted about that on my Instagram 2 days ago or yesterday. I didn't even realize how soon it was coming. Like not that like when you're here in Rochester, like you kind of forget the days, but you forget. Like I don't even know today's Tuesday, right? Right. So today is Tuesday. And when they were like mentioned like Friday, like we're back in OP, I was like, holy smokes, like already. Honestly, that is my highlight of camp. That is like a staple in camp that kind of shoots us for camp is just trickling to being done. And the amount of fans that come out there just to see us practice is unreal. You know, maybe it's similar to this, but they fill that bowl up and the crowd is there. We get to sign autographs and show faces, and I get to be me. And in a situation where I get to be me, I'm going to be myself. If y'all know.
Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Dion, where you stand, like you obviously kind of see a lot of the things that are happening in front of you. You've got this core that's been here for a while. So I think a lot of times people latch on to what's new. One of the things that's new this year is Dalton.
Kincaid. Sure.
What have you seen? Because obviously there's a lot of people talking about it.
A savage. He's crafty. He can catch the ball. Nah, he's super lit, bro. He's a good kid. The more and more that I'm around him, the more and more his personality comes out. You know, like I appreciate him that he will actually sit and have a conversation with you. You know, a lot of people don't have that skill, but he has that skill to be vulnerable and to open up in conversations and say how he's feeling. Like the day before pads, he was mentioning he was like, man, I can't wait till I get to have this down block. And I was like, have you ever even hit a NFL defensive lineman and with pads on yet? He was like, now that I think about it, no. You know, but his mindset and what's there, and just to get that intake and for him to be feeding that off, I was shocked. So, you know, I enjoy him. He's a very good rookie, and he's really not carrying himself like a rookie, and we appreciate that. And that's what we need as a player that's coming in, because like I said, not that window, but that window, you know, and we need guys that are ready now, not later.
Dion, with that, you know, you talk about like the mind, body, soul mentality.
Talk
and
about it.
staying in the moment.
Uh-huh.
going back to the comment about that window that everyone was kind of talking about, do you still feel that sense of urgency that some other people have been talking about, even though you have that mindset, stay in the moment, present, mind, body, soul? Is there still that feeling of urgency?
I mean, it's always urgent, because we're here to win games. So we're not here to win later. We're here we're here to win now. So simply that, like, the urgency is always there. Like, the urgency is and everything, honestly, because we live on a schedule. Like, that's what the NFL life is. We live on a schedule. So everything is urgent. Practice, dinner, recovery, weightlifting, everything is in an urgent mindset, but we handle it in a nice, calm way, but our mindset is urgent, like, of now and not later. Yep.
How do you adjust to the new guard or whoever's next to you?
Yeah.
Getting used to their style of play.
Reps, just reps. Everything happens over time. It would be easy if we could just have everything click on the first day, but like, everything happens with live bullets. So the more practice that we get, the more comfortable that I get with him, and the more comfortable he gets with me. And it goes, through the wins and through the losses. Like, like, I like to see people when they're uncomfortable. Like, I want to see how you're going to act when it's super hot and when you lost 3 reps and when we had a horrible practice. Are you going to sit there and act like a kid and pout, or are you going to shut up and say, all right, it's over with. Let's keep pushing. Because I know, like, last year, like, we played in one of the hottest games and we played in one of the coldest games. So are you like one of those players that are going to say, you know what, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to just play it safe? Or are you going to be urgent, like what she said, and, push for the win? So everything happens over time. And the more days that we're around each other, especially in this first phase of camp, it'll be, a good insight to really see who people truly are. Because people hide. But over time, everybody shows their true colors. So,
With 17, but you guys have so many linemen on the roster.
Yeah.
Does that make every rep important?
Of course.
Because you're not getting as many.
The competition, yeah. Well, exactly true. And that's a great point, because I tell the younger guys, I said, you have to make every rep count. And I constantly tell them that every single rep, make every single rep count, because you're on an audition for this team, but you're also auditioning for the other 31 teams. So the more film you have, the better off it'll be for your life. And, everybody wants to be here, but everybody can't be here. And if you understand that, you have a better chance of living life. Everybody is in an audition for what they want to do as an NFL athlete. And if they focus on that rep and win that rep, you should be happy and with yourself, because then you're, what's it called? Like, one of those things that you hand in for a job, like a resume, but your resume is filled with positive things and not negative things. Like, you would rather have more reps of success than no reps at all. So you got to be on point at all times, especially for a young guy, even some of these older guys, even and myself. But I'm not an outcast, like, everybody, time is ticking, I get it. I'm real with it, but got to beat me.
What are your early impressions of Osiris?
Huge. It's a big old dude, man. Country boy, big, yo. He's bigger than what I expected him to be, and as a guard, and I always refer to people like with Richie, right? Everything comes back to Richie, which is weird. But Richie was super wide, right? Super wide. Roger was kind of thin, but his arms were really wide. And and Osiris is just wide. So it's like, so it's just like, with him having that mass, it helps him. And he's been doing a good job. Like, he doesn't really speak as much, but he's learning. And I see that he's learning and he's taking coaching well. Cromer picks at him, but he's just testing him. And we all know, but he's just testing them. And he's been passing like every test. And all eyes are obviously on him because he's our draft
happened
guy.
to us all.
And he's been doing a good job. So I would say a thumbs up.
Wide.
Thumbs down.
Do you believe it's your 7th?
No, I really can't. No.
Like, what is that like, knowing you have all this experience, being a veteran, being a leader on this team, and also being a football? You're 7th. You have Josh, you have Zoe,
Nah, it really, my guy. It, like I'm always vulnerable, right? In a sense, right? But there's an emotional side to it, right? That of thankfulness, right? Like I'm so thankful that God has put me here. I'm so thankful of every like one of y'all. Like I literally have like relationships with most of y'all, right? Because I've been here for so long and I've got the chance to meet you guys behind but the cameras, and that has gone away with not just y'all but everybody that works here. And it's just like, man, we've really been rocking for 7 years, bro. All the wings, all the ups, all the downs, all the everything that has gone in it, and it's just a blessing. And I'm thankful to be in one place for such a long time, because we have guys that come in and out of this building that has had a tour. And like that tour could be good and when it's good, but when you look at what it really is, it's like, yo, you've been on how many teams? Wow. Like I'm thankful that I have a organization that truly loves me and respects me for who I am, because I'm weird, but I'm different, and I'm okay with being different. And that's the emotional side that I speak about. Like I'm thankful for being vulnerable and being in a space that I'm accepted, and I can't thank them anymore. And seeing Terry and seeing Kim the other day, like it's just like God is real. And I'm thankful to be presently here with the Buffalo Bills.
Dion, you mentioned a couple of guys.
I got you, bro.
What was that like?
Dope. It's dope as hell. It was a beautiful sighting. It was a sighting of relief. It was a sighting of answered prayers. It was a sighting of just true push. Because if she's pushing, then we better be pushing too. Because for anybody that has to get medical help in any sort, which means something is wrong, not good, but something is wrong. So, she pushed through whatever she had to, and that gives us the strength to.
Yeah, she was there.
Well.
It was great news.
If our owner is doing this, come on, bro, and let's rally. And she's here. Come on, let's rally.
Dan, you referenced the way some people are quieter and talking.
Mm-hmm.
You got some talkers on this team. Where do you rank amongst the talkers?
Me?
Yes.
Do you think that I just like to talk?
I don't know.
Yeah, I like to talk when it's relevant and when I can connect, which is all the time. Nah, how would I rank? Like, how would I rank at myself? Who, Gabe?
Vaughn.
Where's Vaughn at? He over there in the mid?
He's over there a minute ago.
Yeah, Vaughn is a talker, but for the people that know that the world is changing, you got to be able to speak, and you have to be able to speak to people, and you have to be able to speak in front of a camera. So I understand that, and I enjoy people. I enjoy connecting and having a conversation, because I like to poke and jab to really see what you're truly saying. And usually I know how to jab the right way to get it about you.
Hey, Dion, Josh and Mitch are going to their fifth year together, quarterback center.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare to have that combination.
That's what I'm saying.
How much of an impact does it have when you got those two guys who are at the heart of calm protection and all that stuff, having so much experience with each other and with the team?
I think that's the best thing. It's almost, I like to give analogies, right? Examples. You think about it, if you're practicing for a driver's test over and over and over and over again, and you got to continually study the same book of the same answers, the same questions, and you guys are both the teacher that are practicing with each other, which is teaching you that book. That's what that is. Mitch and Josh are on the same page all of the time. They have gone through every test together. They have failed every test together. They have studied every test together. And with them having that consistent approach on every game and every practice, it's a plus and not a minus. And it's a good thing. And I appreciate it, because I know exactly what Mitch is going to say, and I know exactly what Josh is going to say. So it is just a trickle effect. And it's a good thing when everybody is on the same page, and I know exactly what you're thinking, and you know what I'm thinking, because we're not perfect. We're not mind readers, but because they have that time, they become, in a sense, of mind readers. And they're connecting with that energy level that is high and not low. Yep.
Thank you.
By the way, Dion, you literally saw me yesterday.
Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, day 6, padded practice is over with, man. We learned that our offensive line struggled tremendously. Defense was looking absolutely elite. Josh Allen had yet another injury scare today. For the love of God, keep him safe. But yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit that like button on your way out. At one point, I think we had close to like 195 people in here. Pretty wild. So do me a favor and subscribe. Say that you haven't already. I am going live once again later on tonight, later on this evening at around 6 p.m. So definitely go ahead and sub. Please join me over here. We're going to be going through main takeaways and then hopefully have a little bit more exciting things for you as well. Get yourself some Bocce Club pizza, and we'll see you at 6 p.m. EST. Later, y'all.